just so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, nobody made us, and no one can take this cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people, don't mess with this. Let's go.
Good morning. It is Patrick and the people. It is Monday, baby. We are back with a full house, man. Let me tell you who we got in the house today. To my left here, it's Chad Sledge. You know him. He puts bonus holes in people all over the state of Arkansas. He is at Piercings by Chad, or Primal Urge Tattoo and Piercing over in Conway. How's it going, man?
Good. Good morning. Good morning.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, sir. Good. How about yourself?
I did, in fact, have a good weekend. Yeah, I sure did.
Good.
To my right, you know her, you love her, as Demanda or Amanda, owner of the Break Room. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I dressed to match Chad today.
Well, you did a great job. You guys look, I should have sat y'all together then.
We're smashing.
That's great. And to the right, first time joining the show, it's Theron Cash, the owner of Stone's Throw Brewery. Good morning, man.
Hello.
Morning.
I didn't get the memo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. It's okay.
The
Me
email
either.
did not go out.
No, we got the greens covered. They got the reds. We look like a
We're
Christmas episode.
complimentary.
We are.
Yeah, we look like a Christmas
Look
episode.
At us. Go team.
What's going on at Stone's Throw, man? How's it going over at the brewery?
Man, we're rocking and rolling, man. It's a good time of year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everybody's coming out, getting some brews on.
Yeah, it's starting to get back into holiday season. Everybody's getting out and about. It's good spot just to stop by.
Mm-hmm.
Take a little break in the afternoon.
Today's a good day for people to come by who maybe haven't even been there before, because if I'm not mistaken, Monday is $5 Crowler Day.
It is.
Oh,
That is the best deal in town.
And you
That
guys
is.
do any flavor. Doesn't matter which beer it is. I
That's
know
it.
some people restrict it, but
Yeah,
y'all don't.
You'll see somebody. We got this great deal on everything except
what you want?
The one you
half
want.
of the beer. No, if it's on the tap wall, it's $5.
That's
great.
Or
That's great.
32 ounce can of beer.
Yeah, no, that's hard to beat
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. And you guys got all kinds of beer, don't you? I mean,
Yeah, right now we got 14 different taps.
Wow.
14 taps.
So if you can't find something there that you like, you
Yeah.
just
Probably don't like beer.
yeah.
That's really what it
You
boils
probably
down to.
just want to go down to the gas station and get some Busch Light.
Yeah, get you a little natty.
Yeah.
That's
There you
good
go.
times right there, a little natty light.
Well, and some Stone's Throw makes a great gift. You're supporting a local business.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
boring.
give the gift of beer. Why not?
There
Yeah,
you go.
we got merch. We've got,
Boom.
of course, we've got gift cards. You could just get a couple 6-packs or whatever.
Boom.
Makes a good stocking stuffer.
Man, it makes a great stocking
Yeah,
stuffer.
cool.
Who wouldn't want a beer in their stocking?
Right.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Let's talk about who's outrun the Grim Reaper. Bo Bridges is 83.
Wow.
Yeah. Dame Judi Dench is 90.
I love her.
Yeah, she's great. Felicity Huffman is 62. She's been married to William H. Macy since 1997. I love that dude. He's a great actor. Shameless is a great series if you've never seen it. John Malkovich, one of the greatest actors of all time. He's 71. Yeah, he's phenomenal, man. Green Day's Trey Cool is 52. Let's see. The Wallflowers' Jacob Dylan is 55.
Oh, Bob Dylan's kids.
Yep. Pro wrestler Kurt Angle, 56. Donnie Osmond, 67. Olympic gymnast Michaela Maroney is 29. Well, a lot of people put her up on posters for a while. All right, let's see. All right, a little bit of news. Looks like President-elect Trump is sticking with his plan to levy tariffs against America's trading partners. In an interview on Meet the Press that aired this weekend, he said heavy tariffs would be imposed against the likes of Mexico, Canada, China. Asked about concerns, he said he can't guarantee anything, but here's what his list is to attack. He said he's going to work on extending tax cuts. He won't seek to impose restrictions on abortion pills. Does plan to deport the criminal undocumented immigrants. Pardons for some of the January 6 people. He's not going to raise the age for government programs like Social Security and Medicare, and will not make any cuts to those at all. So that's good news. There's pressure this time of year to be happy, but for many, Christmas brings the holiday blues. That's what it says here. This doctor says the best thing to do is talk it out, get rest, eat right. Hey, thanks for that advice. It really helps make a difference.
Come break some shit.
Yeah.
There you
Why don't
go.
you go
That's
break
what you need to
something? That's
do.
what you need to do. Go over to the break
Yeah.
room and
Go break something.
channel that into something fun.
Yeah, and little doggy, you do have to make an appointment.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to make an appointment.
Yeah.
Let's see. So the rumor mill is in high gear trying to figure out who's going to be cast for the new Harry Potter series on HBO. Francesca Gardner from Succession is the writer. She said over 32,000 kids sent audition tapes for the lead roles of Harry, Hermione, and Ron. The level of secrecy is pretty high, but they are starting to float some names out. We'll see what happens. But interesting that they're going back to dust that off and make a series out of what they made 7 movies out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, are
I
you
don't know how I
interested?
feel about that.
I've seen it.
I mean, it's Harry Potter season.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's
I guess it
I
is.
didn't
Your,
ever.
your wife's gonna be all over that, isn't she? Though.
Not likely.
no.
I thought she was a big Potter fan.
No, she can't. Anything that's
No.
science fiction, she
There
doesn't
he
do
is.
it.
There's the
She
guy.
doesn't like the only sci-fi she'll make an exception for is Deadpool, and that's because it's Ryan Reynolds,
Is that sci-fi?
even in a
Yeah.
costume.
Is that sci-fi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have superpowers, it's sci-fi. Let's see. Gold Derby put together its list of the most popular Christmas songs ever. You might expect Mariah Carey to be top of this list, but actually, the song "All I Want for Christmas" was number 1. Bing Crosby's "White Christmas" is up there. Elvis Presley's "Blue Christmas." "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." All those. Let's see. Thousands of people are commenting on social media. Hey, just make all the noise you want, Gunner. It's cool.
Damn.
We're not
throw it,
running a
man.
show here, bro. I
Come in
mean,
throwing
thanks for
stuff.
coming by. We appreciate that.
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Not.
is that mine? Is that for me?
No, for me.
I like
Is
it.
it Dollar Tree? Okay, I'm gonna have to go get one. Guys, I need one of these.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Hey, Gunner, can you send me a password reset? Okay, thank you.
Thousands of people are commenting on social media posts about a muscle car pulled over by the Omaha police. It was decorated and lit up with Christmas lights. Probably not smart. They said the driver had a revoked license. Hey, dumbass.
Shocker.
Nothing like bringing attention to yourself when you have a revoked license, huh?
Well, how is he supposed to get like wherever he needed to go?
Well, I don't know. I guess
Uber.
walk. Take an Uber. The government of Syrian President Assad collapsed over the weekend. That led Assad to flee the country for Russia. Speaking at a conference on Saturday before rebels moved into Damascus, the security advisor said rebels were able to move quickly because the chief backers of the Assad regime had been weakened and distracted, referring to Iran, Russia, and Hezbollah. That opinion was repeated by Biden when he addressed the nation yesterday, saying this regime brutalized, tortured, killed hundreds of thousands of innocent Syrians. So we'll see if the new boss is better than the old boss.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
I'm sure we'll have to remove them from power in,
Soon enough.
15 years or
Yeah,
something like that.
that's
Who
right.
knows?
The search still on for the guy who smoked the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson. The New York Police Department released 2 photos of the suspect, one showing him through the partition of what appears to be a taxi wearing a blue medical mask and hoodie. A gray backpack found in Central Park found to have a jacket and Monopoly money in it. The murder weapon has not been found thus far. The weird phenomena going on.
Man.
All these people coming out like celebrating this, and it's so weird.
Man,
Yeah.
it is hilarious. And there's a group I'm a part of, and the memes that have come out are hilarious because they're all Twilight based, like the movie
Yeah.
Twilight, and
Okay.
it's everybody's thirsting over this guy, like absolutely thirsting over him.
Over the killer.
Yes, yes.
yeah. What about though? There, all the people who are talking about that. I mean, they're acting as if the CEO had it coming. Like, oh, it's fine, kill more of them. What do you think?
I
Thought?
agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
Come on now,
Yeah.
that would be murder.
Demanda says
What?
It's murder.
She just looked at me like I'm crazy. Okay, well, I'm just asking you to elaborate. I mean, if
Well,
you're going to
okay,
take
no,
people
okay.
out,
Well, no, I'm not saying. Okay, I'm not saying that. Well, I can understand. Like
Okay.
I can understand. I mean, who knows?
you
I mean,
empathize with
I
some of the
empathize.
statements.
No, I empathize 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
okay.
The claims that get denied, people that die, the UHC is like the worst insurance company we have in our country, and they deny so many claims. All the reports about what they've done as far as like using AI software, now, and it's denying over 90% of the claims, and this stuff that can be covered, should be covered, is covered. You've got people that have no medical experience or knowledge making decisions on what an individual needs rather than listening to the doctor. Like they can eat a dick. I have no,
Well,
I have no sympathy.
I like what I mean. I like that you have a strong take on it.
Yeah.
It's a real interesting conversation anyway, because if you go back to the '90s, the early '90s, health insurance was a luxury.
Yeah.
Not everybody had health insurance at all. Now, when it first started, it was pretty inexpensive, but over time it became more expensive because guess what? We started doing
Privatized.
more stuff. We started having, taking more medications, doing more things. We started treating things that you wouldn't necessarily have done before. And so the costs do go up. So I guess the question I have is, what should they be obligated to cover? And that's where it gets real gray, doesn't it? Is what should, you're paying for a service. Is it a human right to have health care? I don't know.
So.
I mean, if you pay for it.
I don't know. It's a question in Australia. I sat and talked to a guy probably for an hour. It's fascinating. They pay 70%. That's what their tax rate is. Now, they don't have any health stuff they have to pay for. It's all paid for. But again, they pay 70% income tax.
Yeah.
That's a large chunk,
I'm sure a big chunk of that goes to combating all the things that want to kill you in Australia.
Yes, definitely it does.
Health
hard.
costs are probably pretty high there with
Everything that wants to kill
everything
you.
that's trying to kill you.
Well, no, you have to have a life alert. You're required to if you live in Australia. Help, I've been attacked and I can't get away.
70% on a small business, man. That's a lot.
That's a lot on everybody,
That's
isn't
a
it?
lot, man.
The FDA is seeing red about red at a meeting. This is good at the Senate Health
color red?
Education Labor Pensions Committee. The FDA deputy commissioner says it's been over 10 years since the safety of red number 40 had been evaluated, and that FDA has a petition in front of them to revoke the authorization board. And so they're going to try to get rid of the red dyes.
Yeah.
Need to.
Well, they should. That
support
one,
that so much.
it's been a problem for a long time.
Disgusting.
I don't know about that.
They're pretty good.
But it is,
man.
it tastes pretty good.
I actually have a reaction to it.
Do you?
Yeah, it nauseates me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The threats against elected officials apparently continue. Democrat Rep. Lori Tran said her family and home got a bomb threat. Yeah, that's not uncommon these days. Everybody's getting them.
Everybody's getting them.
It looks like that during a wide-ranging interview on Meet the Press, Donald Trump said that RFK is going to investigate the link potentially between vaccines and autism. You don't think that's possible?
I didn't say that.
No, I was just curious. I don't know if it is or not. Alex Jones lost another attempt. Yeah, he's a POS. I don't like Alex Jones. So I'm not mad that he lost. Let's see. Federal Appeals Court rejected TikTok's attempt to overturn the ban law. It's one step closer to being banned. A federal appeals court rejected their attempt. I still don't quite understand.
I don't either.
It's like, so only American companies can spy on us? Is that the deal? That's what's up. I like TikTok. If they're spying on me, so be it. What am I hiding?
Well, I figured that was part of an agreement that we have with them or something, you know? Some
Probably
sort of
so,
aid
yeah.
package or
Yeah,
something,
no,
you
that's a
know?
great, that's great. That's
But
great.
China.
Huh?
Yeah,
But
but
Yeah.
China.
United Airlines fantasy flight program spreads holiday cheer to kids facing hardships, takes them and their families on special journeys to the North Pole. The special flight takes off from 13 cities worldwide, circles the skies, lands back at the gate that's been transformed into Santa's workshop by volunteers. One flight from Honolulu offered kids battling cancer or grieving loved ones a heartwarming holiday experience. That's pretty cool.
Aw.
Flagler County Sheriff Sergeant Paul D'Souza saved a young boy's life while vacationing at Dollywood with his family. He heard cries for help, discovered a park employee attempting the Heimlich maneuver on a boy who stopped breathing and was turning blue. With help from an off-duty paramedic who was also with his family, they performed CPR, successfully revived him, and the boy is fine.
Good.
Yeah, didn't get back on another roller coaster, but he was fine. Hey, if you got extra money, you could have had this. A pair of ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz sold for $28 million at auction.
Man.
Those
Pair
are
of
the ones
shoes.
that were stolen previously.
Yes, they were stolen from a museum in 2005, recovered by the FBI in 2018. They're one of only 4 pairs remaining from the 1939 film. The bidding, which included the Judy Garland Museum, was intense, but the winning bidder remains anonymous and paid $32.5 with fees and all.
Man.
Good God.
A
Yeah.
lot for some shoes.
Shut your face.
Yeah, no, that
Okay,
beat the
20
record of $5.52 million for Marilyn Monroe's dress.
28 million, and you pay 32 and some
4.5
change for
in fees.
bless your heart.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry. I'd want to remain anonymous too.
Yeah, no, it's probably better that way.
My therapist would be like,
Moana 2 won the box office again. The sequel brought in another $52 million this weekend. Overall, it's taken in about $600 million in 2 weeks. Wicked, another $35 million. Gladiator 2 still bringing in money, $12.5 million. Yeah. Reacher. Have you? Do you watch that show, Reacher? Oh my God, it's such a good show, man. If you get a chance to watch it, the trailer dropped, and it's pretty cool because if you know anything about the guy that plays him, Alan Richardson, he's 6'5", real big guy. And in the trailer, this guy is much bigger and whooping his ass. He's 7'2", and yeah, he's 7'2" bodybuilder, and it's a real interesting little trailer there to take a look
wow,
at.
man.
Because you don't see a guy that big get manhandled, you know.
Yeah, I want to see that
Yeah.
trailer.
All right, a little bit of sports. The college football championship weekend had a lot of action, some surprises. Number 20 UNLV dropped by number 10 Boise State 21-7. AAC, the number 24 Army whooped Tulane 35-14. In the Big Ten, Oregon, number 1, beat Penn State 45-37. Georgia, man, I thought they might get Texas, but they did not, or Texas might get them, but Georgia upset number 2 Texas in overtime 22-19.
Sad.
Clemson edged number 8 SMU 34-31. In the Big 12, number 15 Arizona State shelled Iowa State 45-19. The college football playoff bracket is decided, I guess. The 12 teams vying were announced yesterday afternoon. The top 4 seeds in first round byes: number 1 Oregon, 2 Georgia, 3 Boise State, 4 Arizona State. So in the first round on December 20th, number 10 Indiana will fight number 7 Notre Dame. Saturday to be SMU and Penn State, Clemson and Texas, Tennessee and Ohio State. Any predictions on those games? No?
I'm kind of
Somebody's going to win.
Yeah,
That's a
somebody
good
will
call.
win.
Good
That's a
call,
one
Amanda.
Right there.
The second round matchups will see Boise State play host on New Year's Eve, and then the other 3 games on New Year's Day. So do you think that Ohio State can get past Tennessee? It's a tough matchup, isn't it?
That's going to be a good one, probably, man.
Yeah. Yeah. What about
Gonna be some good
Clemson and
ones.
Texas?
That's what I was going to say. That one's going to be a good one, too, I think. Just 'cause
Yeah.
I like Texas. I want to see. I think Texas can take Clemson.
Yeah.
I think.
I'd like to see Clemson not back in there this time.
Yeah, they're always in there.
Well, they have been lately, haven't
Yeah.
they? With a record-shattering deal, the Mets have landed Juan Soto, the superstar outfielder, and Mets agreed to a 15-year deal worth $765 million. Is that all? Reportedly, a 5-year opt-out. None of the money is deferred. If the opt-out isn't chosen, the salary goes from $51 million to $55 million. That's nice. That's nice. That's good for him, man. And the WWE. Sometime early next year, wrestling fans will be treated to a new series called WWE LFG. Those last 3 letters stand for Legends and Future Guests, as compared to what you probably thought when you first heard it. The show will center around former superstars like Triple H, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Booker T, and others as they take a stab at mentoring a new generation of aspiring wrestlers. So that's interesting how they're going to, keep the older guys in by turning it into kind of a UFC style
Man,
thing.
I got caught up on my wrestling this past
Yeah.
weekend, but I still got 2 episodes. I finally finished War Games, and it was the best
Yeah.
I've seen in a hot freaking minute. Man, the OTC is back, and you defeated Solo. I mean, oh,
Han
God,
Solo?
I wish. No, it was such a good. It was such a good.
Greedo shot first.
If Gunner says it, then it's true.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. If Gunner says it, it's true. It's true. Let's do this. Let's talk about Fitz Auto for just a minute. Listen, if you are looking for a vehicle, go to 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock or fitzauto.com. You can do your application online there, and it does not affect your credit. They'll get you pre-approved without affecting your credit. And when I say they have good vehicles, I'm talking about newer vehicles, low miles, great condition. We bought 7 vehicles from them, and matter of fact, my Lexus now has about 250,000 miles on it. It's gone through my wife, myself, and now my son. That's how good a vehicle it's been, and I think you'll have the same luck. Check them out, fitzauto.com. Let's talk about something else, shall we?
Manners for men. When a woman explains how she feels, always respond with, "I hear you," and then fix it with duct tape.
There you go. Now we can watch the movie.
This has been Manners for Men. High five, donkey punch.
Well, I don't know if that's appropriate or not, but hey, I think this is here's some holiday stuff, kind of interesting. On Thursday, Uber Eats says they're now going to deliver Christmas trees, Hanukkah bushes, and other decor right to your door.
Stop it.
That's right. They said each December we look for new ways to delight our customers.
Delight.
Yes.
Right.
So they're going to bring the holiday magic directly to your door. They even had Macaulay Culkin in the promo.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's good marketing.
So they'll offer Uber carolers, which is exactly
No.
what it sounds like.
No.
A troupe of talented carolers that arrive at your home. Now, see, I think that would be a great prank to send someone. If you could send carolers to someone's house. Is there anything more awkward than having people open the door and people start singing Christmas songs?
You got to stand there. And
You ain't
listen.
coming to my neighborhood to do that.
Yeah.
No,
actually,
they might.
around
Mm-mm.
in the same vein, around Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
one of my buddies in the band plays the tuba. He does tubograms.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome. That's
I
right.
love
people,
that.
people pay him to show up to their significant other's work and with the tuba and just
Oh, that's great.
serenade them.
Dum, dum, dum. Yeah, that's great, man.
Oh,
So,
I love
you
that.
know.
And there's nothing subtle about that.
No.
No, you-
not a thing.
You can't be subtle with the tuba, no matter what
So
you do.
maybe I should get him to go around and do Christmas carols as
You
well.
should.
Maybe so, man.
You
It's a
should.
great idea.
Racket,
A little
man.
caroling on his own there.
I like that.
They also say they'll bring you the Christmas tree, the Hanukkah bush, any holiday decor. I don't know how you order it
They're
online.
capitalizing on how lazy we are now.
Right?
We are pretty lazy, aren't
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go get my own tree. Like,
we? Now, you were talking about how much your kid's asking for Christmas. That they want big stuff. Is there a normal amount to spend on your kids' holiday hauls? Depends on your situation, of course, but this group polled moms with kids of at least one kid, 5 or younger, and found that on average, parents spend $173 on presents for each kid.
that's it.
Yeah, that's fun.
Moms,
What?
I wish.
I wish. Thank
Right.
you.
families with one kid shell out an average of $202.
Maybe in the 80s.
Okay, seriously. I mean,
Like, that's insane, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I get it, but that, I don't know.
What do you think if you have a kid who is, let's say, 5, 6, 7 years old? What's the minimum you think you're going to spend on their Christmas?
That's toys are expensive.
Toys
man.
are
Like, Toys
expensive.
are really expensive, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the games, like the Nintendos and all that gets really expensive. But when they're young, like the toys, like some of that stuff is expensive.
So what do you think? $300, $400?
At least.
5.
Yeah,
Five?
5 or 6.
I'd
man.
say, yeah,
Yeah.
5.
Y'all got
Yeah.
some spoiled ass kids.
Yeah,
I know
we
that.
do, man.
Right.
I will
We were
tell
just
you,
talking about this. Yep.
yes.
Give them a
Yep.
cardboard box and a
Yep.
marker and say, enjoy. Here's your
Spoiled.
kingdom. Go
Yes.
enjoy it.
Spoiled.
Sledge Junior.
Mine is the first grandchild for the baby of the family. Like, I was the baby, you know,
Mhm.
aw. I mean, the black sheep is still the baby, and I mean, he's the baby of the baby. He's been spoiled his
Wow.
entire life, and it's
Like baby to the
ooh,
third power.
The struggle
Man.
is real at 18,
So have you ever dreamed about how to combine your favorite Thanksgiving and Christmas foods?
all the time.
Well, how about in the form of a hot dog?
Never.
Yeah. Well, I want to introduce to you Holodog.
No.
Holodog is a limited twist on a dog.
Of course, it's Sam's Club.
It is Sam's Club's combination of Thanksgiving and Christmas all on a bun.
Nope.
No.
Here it is, the club mashup.
Ew.
is mashed potatoes and Christmas cookies.
Oh hell no!
One
I'm
has
sorry.
pumpkin pie and candy canes.
What is wrong with you people?
And seasoned meetings is turkey and prime rib, all on top of a
Seasoned
hot dog.
means?
Pumpkin pie and
Y'all.
candy canes on a hot dog.
No.
No, I'm good.
What, y'all, is this real? I'm
It
serious.
is. It is real. It is.
Man,
Somebody go get this. Is this out? Is this available? It's got to be available in Arkansas. It's where Sam's Club is.
I don't know if it I don't know if it is or not here, but I mean, it sounds fantastic, doesn't it? I mean, wouldn't you want to have mashed potatoes, Christmas cookies, and a hot dog together?
smash it all up.
Bro, that's
That last one didn't sound too bad.
What?
The turkey and
the turkey and the prime
The
rib.
turkey and the prime rib on a hot
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
That could be all
I can
right.
do that.
Like
Yeah.
turducken or something.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, something like that.
That's so gross.
All right, well, okay. Well, maybe you'll like this better. I know you'll love this. Dive bars generally not considered the best smelling places, but I'm sure yours is. But
Stone's Throw a dive?
no, it's not. But it's a great
Right.
bar. Well, it could be a dive bar. I mean,
Divey.
divey,
Okay.
divey, yeah.
Yeah.
Stale beer, sweat, and despair linger in the air.
Mm.
But the beers are cheap. The company largely non-judgmental. So Miller High Life is rolling out a cologne. The Miller High Life Dive Bar Fume goes on sale today. A bottle's $40.
I'm getting that for my baby daddy.
The high life.
That was my favorite beer when I drank. Well, on a budget.
Okay.
My favorite beer was Red Stripe.
It said, while we haven't gotten a whiff ourselves, it captures every familiar dive bar scent, from the satisfying crack of a freshly opened beer to the comforting, savory taste of bar snacks. To achieve this, the maker said they blended a variety of scents: cedarwood, patchouli, to bring the smell of the bar top, tobacco and leather to recreate the bar stool smell. Champaca blossom is included to recreate the smell of Miller High Life opening. That's an odd choice. I don't ever notice flowers when I open that beer. Sea salt, not included, as apparently the guy at the end of the bar who's always there. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that patchouli. You know what I'm talking about?
You don't. I like patchouli. You don't like it.
Man, no, I
And
don't
now,
like
if
it.
it's too much, it's too much.
Yeah.
You have to
People
do it
wear
in
it way
doses.
too
It
much.
can be
man.
too much.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn it. Okay, I'm getting that.
Are you
I am getting
the
that.
Miller High
I'm
Life?
getting that for my
Dive
baby
bar.
daddy. That's just my baby daddy.
A
Oh,
Stone's
that's gonna
Throw
be
should
so
put out a
good.
cologne,
You
man.
really should.
Yeah. I mean, I go home smelling like beer every day anyway. So
Yeah. Do you ever just maybe put a little behind your ears to?
it gets there.
Yeah.
It
So
gets there.
tell us about Theron. You guys are a microbrewery, meaning you make it. So what, without giving away trade secrets or anything, how does that even work? How did you get started making beer, and what is the process like now versus when you started at home?
Well, I mean, I did start at home. That's
Right.
That's how we started. I guess I was 21, 22 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
My sister got me this deluxe homebrew kit for Christmas one year, and was like, "Here, you like beer? You want to make beer?" I was like, "Sure, sounds fun." And well, see where that went.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so, a couple of years later, I joined the homebrew club in town. Met my future partners, 4 of us there in the club. For years we were talking about, hey, we could probably start a brewery. And this is 2009, 2010.
Back in the old days, yeah.
Back in the man, as far as the Little Rock brewery boom,
Yeah.
that's back in the old.
Yeah.
No, that
Yeah.
really was.
There was Diamond Bear.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
That
what
was
they're-
it, yeah.
That's
Diamond
it.
Bear and
They
Peanuts.
Diamond Bear opened, and when did they open? 2000,
Mm,
and we were the next ones to open.
yeah.
So, so we were like, yeah, there's a hole. We could, let's make a brewery. And they're like, nah, no, let's not. Yeah, we could do it. So one day we were like, we gotta either shit or get off the pot, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we did, and
And here you are.
here we are, 11 years later.
So how does the process vary? I mean, obviously it's a similar process, but it's just a lot more sophisticated when you're doing it the way you do now, right?
Yes and no. The process is the same. Every brewery you go to, it's, barley, water, hops, yeast. It's just a matter of how much money you've put into your equipment,
Yeah.
as to how automated it can be. Our equipment's not very automated. I'm the automation.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's still pretty hands on to do it. Very similar to what I was doing at home, just 20 times larger.
Yeah. Now, have you ever just ruined a whole batch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you mad at yourself? Really mad?
Yeah, yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It just straight up happens.
What kind of things would cause that?
Typically, it happens on the back end during fermentation. Your fermentation can go bad, be off flavors, or somehow you didn't sanitize good enough, and it just takes like one cell of bacteria
To mess it up?
to mess it up. Yeah, it'll.
So, have you ever had a happy mistake where you did something different and it came out great?
Yeah,
Yeah, and you kept it.
we did.
Yeah.
We've done that.
You have an example?
There was one beer. At one time, my kettle is like the Mark I model of the brew kettle we got from this company that was making the smaller scale stuff, and it had kind of a design flaw, whereas the tube on the bottom that you get the beer out of
Mm-hmm.
is like right above the burner.
Okay.
So there's this stainless steel tube just out in the open with direct fire on it.
So it's heating it up.
You can imagine how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it kind of scorched it a little bit,
Okay.
but that scorch kind of played really well with some coffee,
Oh.
and it made a really nice coffee lager.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Coffee lager. That sounds wild.
That sounds interesting though. So what for the uneducated, Theron? What's the difference, a beer, a lager, all these different what are the differences?
I mean, at the basicness, there's beers or there's ale and there's lager.
Okay.
So ale is fermented at a warmer temperature. It's usually fermented around 70-ish degrees.
Okay.
That yeast operates. It's called top fermenting yeast. So it does all its magic up at the top.
Okay.
Warmer, hot, hot
Right.
air rises sort of thing. That lends to a more fruity beer, kind of I won't say like fruity, but
But a lighter
yeah, more
aromatic.
more fruity flavors, more rich,
Mm-hmm.
bigger flavors.
Yeah, okay.
And then the lagers are bottom fermenting, so and they ferment at 50-ish degrees, so a lot colder, and it takes longer. But those are a lot smoother, a lot crisper,
Okay.
cleaner.
Okay.
Because I mean, just think like the difference in say the finish on an IPA versus like a American lager,
Mhm.
Bud Light, Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Those are real crisp, no aftertaste really. That's how lagers are supposed to be, where you get a lot more with the ales.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What what are your favorite flavors right now? The most popular?
Right now at this brewery, we I just put out a couple weeks ago a new hazy IPA called Cashmere Crush.
Okay, that's a good name.
Yeah, there was a new hop that became available that they named Crush. It's real melon, fruity, just really good juicy hop,
Mm-hmm.
and it plays well with another one called Cashmere.
So in a roundabout way, beer and marijuana have some similarities.
Yeah,
It
terpene.
is,
It sounds like
yeah.
that you have different things that
Yeah.
you integrate that create different flavors
Yeah,
and effects.
Hops and cannabis are very closely related.
Hops
Yeah.
and terpene sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, except you don't put terpenes in beer, right?
No, it's
It's the
Did
hops.
you?
Is it?
they call it lupulin
Lupulin.
in the hops. Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty similar.
Okay. Very interesting
Yeah,
though.
there's no psychotropic effects from the lupulin, of course.
Right.
but-
Unless
but
you
it-
drink enough of it.
Yeah.
Then it gets psychotropic.
But then there's but it's cannabis and hops are very very closely related plants.
Now, have you ever considered doing like a CBD or weed infused type
Infused.
We
beer?
have right back. I mean, it's been a few years ago when CBD was really starting to,
Yeah.
and it became legal in Arkansas
Yeah.
or not illegal.
Right.
Right, right.
Yeah.
We looked at doing it then, but talking to the ABC at that time, they were like, "Yeah, there's no rules on it, and we can't promise you that you will not get in trouble."
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, I guess I will just."
You can't promise me I won't. Well, can you really? They can't tell you whether it's right or wrong?
At that time, no, because there was no,
They don't know, man.
there was no,
That's
Right.
great.
because the hemp that it comes from
Yeah.
is kind of operating in the or was.
In a gray area.
area.
I don't.
Mhm.
I think they've tried to.
I think they're getting ready to do something, but that Delta 8
Yeah.
You know, that loophole there. I said this before. My son came home and said, "Look at this Delta 8." I was like, "Son, that's marijuana." And then I said, "Well, let's field test it and make sure." And sure enough, it was in fact marijuana. Yeah.
Yeah.
He called it Delta 8, but it was weed all day.
Have you seen the THCA?
THCA, no.
It's THCA, but when you put heat to it, it turns into THC.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's a hell of a loophole right
Oh.
there,
That's the same thing
man.
with that Delta 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
wild,
Once-
man.
once
you
there's
put
this
heat
to
to
it, oh,
it changes the
that's the
molecules,
difference.
and then it's different.
And even more in the gray area, like if you use the full spectrum CBD,
Mm-hmm.
it's got straight up THC in it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Low
It's-
percentages.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
inter-
so there's these. So I've got a friend with a bakery that makes the magic cookies.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They use the
Hey,
full
friend.
they use the full spectrum stuff, but it ends up with 5 to 10% THC,
Yeah.
and it's not a weed brownie.
Yeah, because it's so low
Wow.
percentage.
That's wild, isn't it? And the
Yeah.
little loopholes
Yeah.
that can be there. All right. Hey, let's do something different, shall we?
This hour brought to you by Put a Stick in Your Bum.
I'm depressed. I wish there was more to life.
Put a stick in your bum.
How is that going? Oh, wow. I feel better. Ow, 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 ow.
Put a stick in your bum. Johnson, you're fired. Holy f***. Johnson, you get a raise. Ooh, ow. Ow. Put a stick in your bum.
Spare change? Ooh, I'm gonna go teach Lamaze. Ow, ooh, ow, ow.
If your life is humdrum, put a stick in your bum. Put a stick in your bum. Put it in there. Put it in. Put the stick in your bum.
You know what? As a real estate agent, I've seen lots of homes get caught up in probate. That's when somebody dies and they don't have a will. And the next thing you know, siblings are arguing over houses, possessions, cars, things like that. That is a nightmare you don't want any part of. You're going to need some help. You need someone with experience. You need Riggin Law. Okay, RigginLaw.com. Kristen Riggin there and her team are amazing at guiding you through this process. Look, you want to get what's coming to you, but you don't want to have to fight with everybody to get it. Just get Kristen to do the work for you. Go to RigginLaw.com. When you have questions, you have concerns about an inheritance, about anything like that, RigginLaw.com is the solution. Check them out. You know what? As a real estate agent, putting you with the right mortgage person is critical. One of my favorites to work with is Josh Taylor at AMC Mortgage, and I'll tell you why. A lot of guys out there are stiff. They treat you like a number. Josh treats you like a friend. He's going to work through with you on everything you need. Look, he just got a pair of my clients into a home with $500 total. Yeah, paid the closing and the down payment costs all covered in there. I'm not saying that's what you're going to get, but I'm saying that's how good he is. Check him out. Give him a call, 351-2579. It's Josh Taylor at AMC Mortgage. If you're looking for a local mortgage guy, that's one that I recommend. All right, let's talk about this. I think this is fascinating, man. So researchers are exploring the use of cyborg cockroaches and beetles.
What?
Yeah, for research and rescue. So what they do is they attach these tiny circuit boards to the roaches, okay? And they can control their movement using electrical pulses. The goal is to deploy them in disaster zones like earthquake sites or things of that nature where they could locate survivors and deliver life-saving supplies. Now,
What?
That's
The cockroach isn't delivering the life-saving
No,
supplies,
no,
right?
no,
okay.
it's just a search and rescue.
I got you.
You know,
I
it
got you.
goes
Just
and
locate
finds.
'em.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
right. Now,
That's the story.
the work is led by Lachlan Fitzgerald. He's at the University of Queensland. It's still in its early stages, but the potential to save lives is significant, although some people have raised ethical concerns about is it okay to, hijack the bug in order to accomplish this?
Man.
Oh,
Come on now.
please. Okay.
Come on
I
now.
thought they were going to say that it could be
Bug
used
rights.
for.
Bug right.
I thought they were going to say it could be used for like nefarious reasons,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, it certainly
Yeah.
could be.
Well, I was thinking,
Buy your own
no, I
your
was.
own roach cyborg kit.
Shut up. I was
The home
thinking about
kit.
like Fifth Element, like where the bug comes in.
Oh yeah.
People like that cockroach is spying on me.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Hey, just
A
because
whole
you're
other thing to
paranoid
worry
doesn't
about
mean they're
now,
not
man.
after
It's like that
you.
movie Bug.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
It's not only your Google, it's your roaches are staring and
That's-
watching you now.
No, it's Screw Alexa. Yeah.
So,
Oh my God,
do you feel
flamethrower.
like is it ethically wrong to hack into the bug and make it do that?
No.
Is it when you smash them?
What do you think, Theron?
No.
No.
See, we have no sympathy for the
Oh,
bug.
not for a
Hell
roach.
no.
Zero
Not for a
sympathy for
roach.
bugs.
A roach and a rat.
For a
man.
roach?
Nope.
Bless it.
Okay.
No.
If it,
No roaches' rights.
no roaches'
No.
rights. Okay,
Okay.
so
I mean, this is-
we picked and
I
I have
chosen.
seen Men in Black.
This is keeping the roaches alive instead of just murdering them.
Okay.
You
Give
know?
them a job.
No, that's fair. No, you're putting them to work.
You know,
Earn
we're
We're not really in
SNG.
control of their body,
we're
but
saving millions of lives here.
We really
yeah,
are.
Okay, no, that's
We
fine.
really
That's
are.
fine. What if it was? What if it was puppies?
Uh-oh.
Would that or kittens? Would that be different?
I don't think it'll work on the kid. I think the cat's like, fuck you. Like, bye. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
One down.
That's all right. No, we'll be all right.
I only dropped one so far this
No,
morning.
you're
Go
you're
team,
doing
go team.
it's a banner day for you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very proud of you so far.
Well, I did my exercises with Chad this morning.
we got
you
'em
know,
all out,
yeah,
got
but
'em
You
all
worked them out.
La,
Worked
la,
them
la,
out.
la, 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 la.
I love lamp. La la la.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that they can control a roach with a
That's insane,
computer chip. That's the thing.
What else are they
Your
controlling,
tax
man?
dollars that
Well,
work.
that's what I wonder.
Yeah, like
You know, how do I know the roaches aren't watching me now?
Yeah.
some of these plants that they say.
We're
these-
screwed now. We've just set something in motion.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. they're
no,
watching us.
yeah, okay.
See what happens.
All right.
I wonder if we'll get shut down, Gunner.
Well, we were talking about
Big Brother is coming for us. Cease and desist.
yeah. Okay. So we're talking about animals, and this story may make you a little bit sympathetic to a cat to some extent. This is a tough one. A sick Ohio woman who killed and ate a cat
What?
They
Yeah.
are eating the cats.
was hit with a 1-year jail sentence on yeah, they are eating the cat with a 1-year jail sentence on Monday as a furious judge slammed her for the act. To me, you present quite a danger to our community. This is Alexis Farrell. She's 27.
Oh.
Said this is repulsive to me. I mean, anyone who would do this to an animal, and an animal's like a kid. I don't know if you understand that or not. I'm going to disagree with you, Judge.
Is she
and
just hungry?
animal's not like a kid.
Is that her?
No, that.
Oh, bless it. I don't know what's
yes,
going on. I
no,
can't
that
wait
is-
for. I
this
can't.
is her,
That's
I guess,
her.
Yeah.
Is she in a towel?
I
got a
she
shirt on.
think
Like,
she
she's
might
in a
be.
towel. Did they like interrupt her in her bathing?
I
Doing
don't-
her doing her spa day?
I'm not sure.
Oh, he's looking at something else. Okay, yeah.
He said, I don't know
Oh,
what.
we're on our OnlyFans. Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
it.
realize this was a
That's
the
right.
wrong one.
That's right.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was one of the options in there. It's like,
No,
what is
that's-
this, like
that's right.
body cam footage
Mhm.
too?
He got confused when he read "woman eats cat."
Ah!
Oh.
No, he
You're
didn't.
stepping on my punchlines,
No,
man.
he didn't.
Stepping on my punchline.
There was no
Oh,
confusion.
that was a good one, man.
I like how this is blurred right here. Like,
The
hey,
case
girl.
drew headlines in September when news spread after she was busted in the middle of a frenzy. Officials said Farrell is not an immigrant, and it's not tied in any way to those cases. But
Thank you for clearing that up.
but the video on the body cam showed Farrell on all fours outdoors eating the cat as horrified neighbors looked on.
Holy shit.
What did you do? One cop is asking. Why did you kill the cat?
I was hungry.
The judge said, you've embarrassed this county, you've embarrassed this nation. More importantly, you've embarrassed yourself. She got a 1-year sentence for the cat eating incident, which will be tacked onto a separate 18 months for a was hit with 2 prior crimes involving child endangerment.
Bless it.
Yeah.
Gunner, are we going to link this
so-
on the website
so
so
the-
people can see this?
My question is, you're sitting here eating a cat. I'm guessing that she's eating that kitty raw.
Oh, no barbecue
Based
sauce.
off of like the photos and the stills or whatever that I'm seeing, that's my assumption.
Yeah.
Like,
I think she just caught it and ate it.
yeah,
Come here.
bro,
Well,
y'all
maybe-
need to put
maybe
her on a
The
hold.
question- here's the question. Was the cat dead when she found it, or did she kill it and eat it? If she killed it and ate it,
It was roadkill. I mean,
yeah, if it's roadkill, you're like, okay, well, maybe I kind of get that. But if you
I
killed
don't
it,
I don't get it.
Well, if you're hungry.
Some little
Well,
kids
if you're
looking
hungry,
for their
she don't
cat.
look. She don't look like she's hungry.
Some little
No,
poor
she
kid.
really
I'm just
doesn't look
saying,
hungry, does she?
She's over there on the
she
sidewalk
healthy.
eating the cat the little kid's looking for. Like, that's
Bless
Can you imagine
horrible.
being a kid coming out
I was
looking for
gonna
your
say,
cat and
The
there she is
lady's
eating
just
it?
munching on it.
Or your mom, like the child endangerment
Oh,
charges or whatever.
yeah.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, that is
bless
somebody's
y'all's
mom.
heart.
That's the scary
That's
part.
somebody's mom. Bless them children's heart.
I don't know what kind of drugs
Y'all need
she's
to get them
got, but
therapy.
I
PCP.
just don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to
it's
make you.
crocodile.
Some things will make you eat kitty, but to make you eat a cat's another
Yeah,
story.
Man.
Some things will make you eat kitty.
Yeah, but not a cat's a different story.
Whole other ball game, man.
It's
Yeah.
called ecstasy.
Hey, oh.
Attention station employees. The general manager says we can't afford pumpkin spiced coffee in the lounge. So instead, just sip your normal coffee and then sniff the pumpkin candle next to the machine. Thank you.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll absolutely do it. Let's do a little bit of celebrity news here. Gene Simmons has announced a new solo tour for 2025. Are you excited about that?
No.
Earlier this year, he told Steve-O, in addition to wearing much more comfortable clothing, not having to spend hours applying his face paint, he makes more money at his solo shows than he did as a member of Kiss. He said, I just show up with my guitar pick. That's it. No manager, no roadies, no trucks, no equipment. Everything is provided by the promoter, the flight, hotel, amps, drums, everything's rented locally. That's the promoter's cost, and whatever 6 figures or more amount there is, I pocket. Yeah, I don't know that I'd want to go see him solo.
I
I'm not
don't
sure
know
what is he
why.
even singing solo.
Why? I'm not buying it.
No.
I'm
No?
not buying it. I think that is him.
What is he
telling
doing,
you
jazz
that.
standards?
I don't know, but I'm not buying it.
No.
He's doing some crooner stuff. He's doing
Please.
like the Frank Sinatra thing.
Please.
Man.
Hey, what money? What money are you making? If it's not Kiss, who cares?
I don't know. It's so weird to me. Several of Saturday Night Live's most iconic past and current members have reflected on their time on the series, but one thing that came out recently was Pete Davidson. He said, do you know what they pay us? He was on 8 seasons.
No, we don't.
He said, it's like $3,000 an episode. And I guess he said, I mean, you really don't make enough money to make big purchases. Like, hold on, it's $3,000 an episode. That's
I'm doing
once
the
a
math,
week. That's
man.
12
Yeah.
grand a month. 12 grand. I know
Yeah.
you live in New York, but 12
Come on,
grand a month
Skeet.
ought to be okay to live on, shouldn't it?
Skeet. I
Do
mean,
I feel
come
bad?
on.
Skeet, Skeet.
Skeet Davidson?
Skeet Davidson, man.
Skeet Davison.
Yeah, Skeet Davidson.
Skeet Davison.
That-
Little
that-
doggy's killing
yeah,
me.
Kanye gave him that name.
Yeah.
Now, what's his name? Keenan Thompson said, well, look, you got to pay
Hold
your
on.
dues. You got to
Yeah.
pay your dues. You know,
I
he
mean,
makes more than that.
I was gonna
And-
say, yeah, that's performing. That's not writing. And I'm
well,
assuming there's
and not only that, but you have to understand that Pete Davidson was in like one skit an episode.
Yeah.
I mean, he barely was there.
barely
Sometimes
there.
he wasn't there.
Yeah.
He does have some great, like
Oh
the,
no, he's
the
good when
Gavin
he's
the
on
Great.
there.
Gavin the Great.
No, yeah, I like.
That episode is one of my all-time favorites.
I like Pete.
Yeah,
think
I
he-
know.
I don't
I like
dislike
okay.
him. I
He's
don't
all right.
dislike him.
I was kind of mad at Kanye when he was calling him Skeet. I was like,
Why were you mad at Kanye?
I like Pete, man. Pete was cool.
He was kind
Kanye's
of bullying
a bitch.
Kanye.
But
I mean, he was kind of bullying Pete. Yeah.
It's
He's
kind of
just
going back and
mad.
forth. I think
He was in
But
his
you know,
field.
Kanye's insane, and if
Oh,
you're Pete
man. He is
Davidson, look,
insane.
you don't poke
Say-
that bear, man.
say what you want, but Pete Davidson benefited from that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's doing just fine, isn't he? And I mean, he's hooked up with some of the hottest ladies on the
Mhm.
planet.
He
at this
sure
point.
has.
I mean, he has, man. Give him that.
That shows you, sense of humor goes a lot further.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
because
telling you.
it certainly isn't his delicious
Hell
good looks,
no,
is it?
it is not.
No, I promise
Mm-mm.
you it is not. All right. And this is a kind of a weird situation. Gender neutrality. That was the thing du jour at some kind of awards called the Gotham Awards in New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Gotham Awards.
Gotham
and so
Awards.
they had actresses like Nicole Kidman, Demi Moore, Marianne Jean Baptiste, all of these amazing ladies. But
Natalie.
they went
Whatever.
gender neutral.
Mhm.
And so the result of that is no woman won any award at all.
Wow.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
They went gender neutral, and the ladies didn't get jack squat. Do you find an irony to this? Yeah, I do. The Gotham Independent Film Awards introduced gender-neutral acting categories in 2021. Other award shows and festivals to go gender-neutral. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter.
No.
But there's been a movement to pressure the Academy Awards to do the same. So far, they haven't. But at the Gotham Awards Monday, actor Coleman Domingo took home the lead acting prize. His co-star Clarence Macklin won supporting acting. And well, the ladies didn't get jack shit. So there you go. We've solved all the problems now. So everybody can go back to work. That's great. That's fantastic. I love it.
Does your cat hate you?
Here, kitty. Never mind.
I'm going with yes.
Maybe it's because you make him poop in that crappy litter. I'd hate you if you made me do that.
Oh, I do hate you.
Introducing glitter. Glitter is litter made of diamonds. Diamonds. You've heard of them. Jay-Z's cat poops on diamonds. Are you saying Jay-Z loves his cat more than you do?
Might need a new.
If you get your cat glitter litter made of diamonds, maybe his attitude will improve. Pooping on diamonds will do that.
That's Beyonce.
And if Jay-Z can afford litter made of diamonds, anyone can. If your cat is still mean after you give him diamonds to poop on, he's probably just an asshole. Just stop feeding him. Glitter litter made of diamonds. Because your cat deserves better.
No one likes you.
Yeah, I don't know if Jay-Z's going to be getting glitter, kitty glitter for its kitty anymore.
No. Hey, Legal Credit Services. It's a premier credit management firm dedicated to providing comprehensive solutions for businesses and individuals who want to improve and maintain their financial health. They have a proven track record of excellence. They specialize in credit recovery, debt management, financial consulting, ensuring tailored strategies to meet diverse needs, and they can teach you how to acquire, maintain, and protect good credit. You can call Darren at 479-651-9463 and be on your way to the 700 Club. You can go to legalcreditservices.com and get that worked out. If you're trying to get your credit taken care of, that might be one way to go about it. So what do you
What
got?
about illegal credit services?
I don't know
'Cause
about
that's what
those.
I'm in.
I
That's
would
what
be down
I
with
want
that. I'd
info
like-
on.
Yeah, that's like I'd like to have a degree.
I have a degree.
I don't know
have
where
a degree.
to. I
They're
don't know where
overrated.
exactly to get that degree at, but
They're overrated.
I'm
Don't
sure
worry
somebody
about it.
does.
School of Hard Knocks, bro. You got a degree.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got degrees. We were talking about it before the show
Yeah,
this
no, we
morning.
definitely have degrees. That's for sure.
We can't share those on air though.
No, we
No,
definitely
no.
cannot. So, Chad, what's going on with you this week? What do you got going on, man? What's going on new with you?
Bunch of Christmas buying and piercing holes, hopefully.
Yeah, no, I understand that. That's how you buy Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go get a bonus hole
Yeah.
from Chad so he can get his kids
Bonus
Christmas.
yeah. Bonus hose equals bonus gifts for the kids.
Yeah. Okay. Good. What are your hours over there, by the way?
I'm usually in the shop. I'm doing walk-ins this week, Tuesday through Saturday from 12 to 6.
Okay, 12 to 6. All right.
I
So
think I'll go get a hole.
yeah, no, it's a great idea. What's happening at Stone's Throw all week, man? What do you got going on?
Well, this week, excuse me, we are getting rocking and rolling with our new kitchen.
Oh, you got a new kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We haven't had food service for
Yeah.
a minute. It's been too long. We finally got we got Slater's Alaskan dumplings.
Oh, really?
They opened
Oh,
they opened up the day after Thanksgiving. So we've had, almost a full week with them.
That's great,
Yeah,
man.
and it's great.
I'm not sure what an Alaskan dumpling is.
It's more of the sauces available.
Oh,
So,
okay.
it's just your standard dumpling, pork, chicken, or potato.
Okay.
And they've got Alaskan style, which is basically a curry sauce.
Okay.
And then they've got Russian style, which is a creamy dill.
Mm.
And right now they're running a special. It's honey chipotle.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that sounds good, actually.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got your kitchen fired up,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, it's always good to have a little bit of food with your beverages.
Are they steamed or fried?
They're steamed.
They're steamed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, healthier. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we're all about
I love dumplings.
all about healthy. at Stone's
Are
Throw.
you?
Yeah.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have a healthy physique
Yeah.
there going.
Yeah. That's from all the non-automation.
Yeah, that is-
Required in my job.
you're right. Yeah, it's
The
the
hands-on.
non-AI.
Yeah.
I got you on
Yeah.
that. Okay. All right. What about you, Amanda? What's happening in your world this
What
week?
is happening in my world this week? I'm sure we've got some bookings. We're getting ready for Christmas parties. We're slinging gift cards and memberships.
Slanging them.
Slanging them.
Yeah.
Slanging them. Yeah. doing the damn thing.
Helped a couple get a home this weekend. That was great.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it was
Awesome,
great.
awesome.
And I'll tell you what, if now's a pretty good time, honestly, because the market's had a pretty big shift. We're seeing another decrease in mortgage rates this week,
Good.
which is awesome. But what you're really seeing, and the reason it might be a good time, is the market's shifting to more buyer market right now. So it's a little lopsided. Where the buyers can kind of get a better deal right now. So if you're thinking about getting a house, it's a very good time to do that because there's some great values on the market right now. Rates are down, and you're going to have a little bit more power than I think in 6 months from now. In 6 months from now, when all the inventory flips again, I think it'll be a seller's market again.
Mm.
So I would say, hey, if you're thinking about getting a house in the next few months, it's probably a really good time to do it. And you can email me, you can call me, 575-5485. That's my cell phone, 575-5485. Text me, call me, if you got a house to sell, if you want to buy a house, I'm glad to help you out with either of those things, or just get you some information, whatever you need. All right, let's talk about this. Everybody stumbles trying to say a name or a new word from time to time, but some tend to trip people up more often. A new report tells us what the most mispronounced words of the year are. Might make you feel better about some of the words you've struggled with this year. This company is called the Captioning Group, and they determine which words newscasters, politicians, and others in the media had the most trouble saying in 2024. So what are the most mispronounced words in the U.S.? According to this, number one is Kamala.
Pretty sure that's intentional.
Kamala Harris is the actual, not Kamala,
I always said it like that. Too.
like the Ugandan warrior.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
no.
how I pronounce it at
No.
first.
Apparently, this, I don't even know this word, Quaker Hunchy. Quaker Hunchy. That's a dog breed that apparently made headlines when Shohei Ohtani's, I don't know, something to.
It's like a lab. I think I've seen it. Yeah.
Why are these names? Pete Buttigieg. Yeah, we knew
That's a
that.
weird one.
Shein. The Sheen. You know, the
Yeah,
place you order
Shein.
stuff from where they have kids do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those kids
That
work
some
cheap.
folks
Those
order
kids
from.
work cheap, y'all.
Man.
I don't know if you know that, but you can buy stuff for pennies, man. I wish we could pay kids to work that cheap here, man. We get some good stuff. Let's see. Speculoos 3B, it says. That's an Earth-sized exoplanet. What the is that got to do
This
with
is the
anything?
stupidest
This is
list
the worst
I've ever
list I've
seen.
ever seen. I'm impeaching it
Yeah,
now.
seriously.
I've just impeached it.
I thought we were like going like with
I thought with real words.
specific,
Yeah, I did too.
you
That was
know,
dumb as shit.
like,
I'm not gonna lie, that
instead
was
of saying
dumb.
specific, people would say Pacific. Or,
Yeah,
you
no, that-
know, like
That's absolutely just a
Wrestling.
ridiculous list.
Yeah, wrestling,
yeah,
or, you know,
wrestling,
flailing.
I'm from the South, man.
I'm from the what?
Basinger,
South.
Basinger.
This
I
is
was
weird. This is weird and a great story. Congressional and internal investigations into sexual misconduct at the Mountain Home VA Med Center in
Like
Tennessee
here? Oh,
have led to resignation of several top VA officials as investigators discovered widespread sexual misconduct. At least 12 officials had an orgy at the hospital.
What?
Wow.
The location's exact place unclear. At least 2 employees admitted to having sex on the property, but the discovery comes after the Veteran Affairs chairman fired off a letter to the Department of the VA demanding information regarding allegations of harassment, assault, improper relationships. So,
okay.
what? Yeah, what?
Go ahead, Amanda. You know you want in there.
I do want in there. I mean, not in the orgy, but I want in the conversation.
Okay.
So, like, I mean, I'm getting the impression that, you know, that this was a consensual event. Maybe it was a Saturday social, you know, they were tired of the ice cream and chill.
Potluck.
Yeah, you know, like
It's a team building.
it was a
I'll
team
bring the
building
condoms.
exercise. Well, I feel like this is like kind of ageist, maybe, you know, maybe a little ableist. I like to throw in these words.
I
Well,
don't know if patients were
You're-
involved or not. They could have had
Oh.
amputees involved. How do I know?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that
Would you want at
residents.
least one in a 12-person orgy?
I'm assuming that residents were involved, and it was, it was an event. It was a nice
It
little
was an event,
gathering.
probably.
It was.
listen, you
They
can
were doing this to build morale.
Listen.
Okay, this was service work for our veterans.
you can get together and watch.
Christmas bonuses.
Christmas bonuses. You goddamn right. Y'all ain't getting a turkey this year, but we gonna gobble gobble.
Yeah, gobble
Bird leg.
gobble.
Yeah, turkey leg.
It's
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's great.
why don't these VAs, these veterans, these olders, these amputees, these PTS, these folks they have every right to have sexual gratification.
Well, here's the
as
problem.
everyone
here's
else.
the problem. The problem that I have is that we've been hearing for years about how bad the care is at the VA,
Sound like it's
and
pretty
now
good.
it
Y'all
looks
mad.
looks like things are going pretty good.
Yeah,
So
now
why,
y'all
Care of
mad.
'em, man.
Why do you want to be mad?
Why you want
now?
to be mad about it now?
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the patients. I don't know if it was the staff,
think it was
or if
both.
it was both together. Yeah.
Yeah,
A
sign up
sign-up
sheet.
sheet. No, it's-
All right.
Yeah, instead of signing up for the potluck.
Yes, sir.
Sign up
What
for
are
the
you
orgy.
bringing?
Lick.
Yeah, everybody sign up for. Have you signed up for the orgy, Mildred?
Let me get that paper.
What you bringing, girl?
Yeah. Mildred's a little bit older nurse there, and
Got new compression socks so that Ethel and Keith
Oh,
can keep going. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. Well, she's gonna be on her feet a while, so
The
she,
walkers are gonna come
Oh,
in.
man.
Yes, yes. Orthopedics.
you just put the brakes on the wheelchair, and then you.
The chair yoga wasn't cutting it. Like
No, I think this is great. I think they should do more of this. This sounds awesome, man.
What is it? What is it, Beth? Okay, what is it? Bet that VA smells like feet and cheese and Old Spice.
Smells a little different.
That VA smells like a good time. That's what it
Yeah,
smells like.
it mentholatum and prune juice, some diaper cream.
Let's see. What else? What are people saying here?
Matthew says he's here for it.
Yeah, no, it did absolutely. Yeah, definitely Old Spice is definitely in the mix. Maybe some Stetson.
Some mentholatum,
Oh
yeah,
my God.
little
baby
Stetson.
powder.
I saw. What was it? I saw at the store. I was at maybe DG, and I was
Had to
getting. Yeah, I was at DG, and I was getting some deodorant. And I saw they had Stetson Black.
Stetson Black.
I'm like,
Stetson
they're
Black.
spinning out new Stetsons at this point.
Shut up. That's
Come on,
hilarious.
man. Really? The new Stetson? Yeah, no, that's much better. I'll
Oh,
take.
man.
Oh, Stetson Black. No, that's cool. I'll wear that. Yeah.
That's at other level.
Marla, I'll eventually get to hang out with you.
Oh, Dr. Marla?
Yeah, Dr. Marla. It breaks my heart that I don't get to spend
I don't
time
know.
with you just
It's,
yet, but
maybe it's on
usually
purpose.
Thursdays. No, it's not.
it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, absolutely, it is.
Oh.
You think I got to keep control of the classroom, Amanda.
Oh.
Estrogen in here,
can't
man.
have both of y'all going at the same
I
time.
think my testosterone rivals some of the guests. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm not
So,
going to lie about
Nobody
that.
present.
Any hormones? How about that? Any of them? Any hormones?
Wow.
Yeah, she might rival me at moments on testosterone. I don't know.
Man.
There are occasions I go, I think your balls could be bigger. I'm not sure. It's embarrassing, but yeah.
We have a good time.
We do have a good
We
time.
have a good time.
Speaking of good times, let's. This
time,
is
Charlie.
the best time in the world right here. If you hadn't heard this, Theron, you're going to be blown away.
It needs to be playing at Stone's Throw.
On a loop.
People do stupid shit. You say, oh brother. Hey, it's not a copy or a clone of any previous bit. But if you think so, hey, we don't give a shit. Yeah. Wackadoos in the news.
Hold on one second.
Gunner's talking.
My very important boss is speaking to me. Yeah, what? Yeah, I'm going to bring him on after this. Is that cool?
Damn, Gunner.
Gunner's like,
No, I'm just making
Damn,
sure,
Gunner.
man. No,
Gunner's
it's
like,
cool. I
man,
just
we
want to
got
make sure. Are
time.
you good? You good?
Gunner's letting us know who's really in charge.
man.
No, he
Look,
is.
He's looking at his clock and everything,
He's
man.
No, he's over there tapping his watch, and he's like, I don't know Oriental, but I know chop chop.
Yeah, man.
10
Was
York.
that racist?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
I'm not
Is
trying
it?
Do
to.
they use chopsticks?
I don't know.
Because I think they do.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it Oriental?
Well, I think it is. Best of my knowledge, is it Caucasian?
I'm effing with you.
I know you are.
Poke.
10 Yorkshire people have been jailed after drugs were found in a Lindholm prison officer's pot noodle instant ramen.
Wow.
Speaking of chopsticks.
6-year investigation involving co-conspirators like a prison officer, inmates, their relatives. They were jailed for their part in flooding the Doncaster prison with drugs. They smuggled in MDMA, steroids, spice, cannabis, mobile phones, other banned items. The pot noodle was found in the prison officer Victoria Sked's bag, and it contained 2 cling film wrap packages of cannabis. The 26-year-old was days away from leaving her role in prison service. Now she's not leaving the prison, you see.
Choices.
Yeah, she got arrested. Further searches carried out on her person, which recovered more weed, vials of steroids, mobile phones, tobacco, and a SIM card.
She had a big prison purse.
Yeah, I was gonna say they made her squat and cough.
Yeah.
It was like she coughed and it was like.
Then they said, yeah. Just
Sound like somebody emptying a suitcase.
Yeah.
like you hit the big thing at the casino. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
Like, damn, girl.
So they said, well, since we did so good here on your person, let's go to your house where they recovered 17 mobile phones, 332 sheets of spice paper, 5 wraps of cannabis, and $8,000 in cash.
5 wraps
Spice.
of cannabis.
I don't even know what that is.
No, that's what with the cellophane wraps. So she
Oh, yeah.
deposit,
Oh.
an easy
Purse.
withdrawal. You know.
Yeah, for the purse.
You know.
Yeah, well, she won't be delivering those
She
items.
won't. She won't.
No.
Let's go to Alaska. A man who stole a dump truck while he was drunk and got entangled in utility lines Saturday morning, knocking out power to the area for what officials said about 10 hours.
Is that what happened in Little Rock?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. Philip Abeda was arrested, held without bail following the collision. This is 4 in the morning.
Bless it.
Crackhead.
Yeah, the combined damage to the truck and utilities about $100,000. The utility crew's currently on the scene working to restore it to the area. He was arrested on driving under the influence. Yeah, no, it's shocking, isn't it?
That's shocking.
But it's but it's Alaska. What else? You can't drive a dump truck drunk in Alaska. Where can you do it?
What's the point?
Yeah.
Exactly. Where? Yeah.
This is a pretty short one. The Saratoga County Sheriff's Office said 27-year-old Kaylee Becker smashed someone's sliding glass door with a shovel. She's accused of hitting and scratching another person. She's been charged with criminal mischief.
It's short because it's in Florida. And
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, she
Florida.
That's
broke
real.
in
That's
someone's house.
minor in Florida, man.
Yeah, that's nothing. Speaking of
They're like,
Florida,
come on.
here's a guy who broke into a home where he was found plantless and holding a carpet cleaner, though he claims not to remember because he was on meth. According to the Winter Haven police, he was in a home. They were suddenly awakened at 1:30 in the morning to a bang on the front door. They then discovered him in the living room wearing only a shirt, no pants, no shoes. He was holding carpet cleaner belonging to them.
Hell yeah.
One of them yelled at him. He then dropped the carpet cleaner, ran out the door. Minutes later, a person matching his description was walking down the street.
Naked?
Yes, with no pants on.
Winnie Pooh in it.
Yeah, he was absolutely Winnie the Pooh in it down there. He was Donald Duck in it.
Man.
I
Yeah.
want to find some honey.
I don't know what's the problem, officer.
Like old school when he's running down the street.
Yeah, we're going streaking. Who?
Who is
Everybody,
we?
All right. A German gold merchant appears to have produced the most expensive Christmas tree, or at least one of them, a $5.5 million worth of bullion on this tree. The gold Christmas tree illustrates the timeless meaning of precious metal in an impressive way. That's what he says.
Sure.
German goldsmith Pro Aurum might have produced one of the most expensive trees ever, it says. The high carat conifer, comprised of 2,024 gold Philharmonic coins. They're one of the world's top selling collector coins. Said the gold Christmas tree, well, we already said that. It's 10 feet tall. It was displayed at the Bullion's headquarters in Munich for several days. I wonder how many guards stood around that damn thing, man.
All the way around it. Probably.
Man, I'd want to get all up on that
That
tree,
is-
man. That's crazy.
Is that a picture of it?
Yeah, that is. That's
weak sauce.
That is weak for all that gold, isn't it?
Yeah, you
That's-
think it look
Yeah,
a lot.
That looks like some shit you got in your front yard.
No, that's a
man.
Dollar General tree
Yeah.
all day. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Just really
Yeah, I just-
shiny.
That's embarrassing,
I
honestly.
just got back from Munich last week, and it looks like I missed the.
Seriously.
I
You went
missed
to
the
Munich?
Yeah,
Did you? What were you doing in Munich?
Drinking.
Robin
Stealing?
Banks.
being happy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
drinking a lot.
Drinking a lot?
Yeah.
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 Had a good time?
Yeah.
Aaron is actually
Yeah.
Jason Bourne.
And, yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely. I could see that. Yeah, no,
I
that's
see it.
That's absolutely. Is that what you were doing over there? A little espionage?
Yeah,
You can't tell us,
little
man.
bit of everything. Yeah.
Okay. A box of donuts prompted the bomb squad to be called to John E. Smith Intermediate School in Butler Township Thursday. They were called to the school on reports of a suspicious person at 10:48. You see, Superintendent Rob O'Leary said a man called, then showed up at the school asking for a tour. He had a box of donuts. When he was denied entry, he left the donuts outside the building. Well, the school decided they better call the bomb squad
That looks like a bomb.
because he left a box of donuts. The bomb squad came, they opened the box, and guess what? They all had a donut. That's how that ended. Yeah, it was donuts. As Michigan was whipped with winter weather and lake effect snows Wednesday, Paw Paw residents, that's a place, Paw Paw, Janice and Eric Pantelleria went outside to find unusual lawn ornaments, dozens upon dozens of rolled up snow donuts across their lawn.
Like sand dunes.
Yeah. The
Wow.
snowy rollers are somewhat of an unusual weather phenomena. So you just kind of have this heavy, sticky snow coming off the lake that packed together, combined with heavy winds. They form these giant cylindrical snow rolls. They call them snow donuts.
Yeah.
Said my husband's outside clearing the driveway when he noticed them. At first, he thought the kids had rolled snowballs, but then they were everywhere. Look at that.
I would call them snowballs and not snow donuts. Like,
yeah, they kind of look more like balls, don't they?
they are balls.
Yeah.
There's no hole.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, let's
They're donut holes.
let's see if this is true or not true, real quick. Fine lines underneath the eyes, deep set wrinkles along the forehead are to be expected as part of your natural aging, but they say if you drink through a straw, it could give you wrinkles. Is that true? Well, let's come to the answer of that. The answer is it depends on how much you drink through a straw. That's the answer.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
there you go. Problem solved. Now you know. No one's half the battle.
more
Move
you
on with your
know.
life.
I'm glad you didn't read all 11 paragraphs of that.
Why would I?
To get us to what we already
No,
knew, which was,
no,
it
it's a
depends.
waste of time,
You
actually.
need like the more you know section. The more you know.
The more you know, yeah.
The store?
Can we
The
get
more
what?
you know store?
What?
We don't care about that stuff.
All right. In Maplesville, Alabama, a man dressed as the Grinch was arrested after having too much eggnog at the old-fashioned Christmas event and causing a scene at the parade. They charged him with public intox, resisting arrest, theft of property, and, quote, intent to steal Christmas cheer.
Having too much
Shut
fun.
up.
Yeah.
That's
No, he
stupid.
was definitely arrested in Alabama. What?
Stealing Christmas cheer. Is that even a f***ing charge?
Well, it is for the Grinch.
Yep.
In Orlando, a Florida woman, Victoria Musa, fled a traffic stop by driving off in her SUV while a police officer was in the back seat with her 6-year-old daughter.
Shut up.
Officers initially stopped her for failing to yield, discovering during the stop her license was suspended. She had a DUI warrant. After being informed of her arrest, she resisted, ran back to her escape, and drove away despite commands to stop. She was followed by other officers and taken into custody.
I cannot wait to see that footage.
Yeah, that's going to be great. There's the Grinch, by the way, who got
see
arrested.
that.
Yeah.
That's rigged.
What?
That
I think that was
set up.
rigged. That was
No, not at all.
That
No
was set
way.
up.
Come on.
Yeah.
He was arrested for attempting to steal Christmas cheer.
Yeah, no, that's legit. Sounds legit.
It's a sting operation.
That's right.
Sting
It's a
operation.
sting. Two men with strikingly similar appearances, same name, same job, decided to take a DNA test to see if they were brothers. Both named Brady Fiegel. The 6'4", red-haired, red-bearded baseball pitchers share not only their looks and profession, making their connection more bizarre. One plays for Perico de Puebla in Mexico. The other plays for Oakland in the U.S. The DNA test did reveal they're not biologically related, despite their uncanny resemblance. Look at them; they look like
doppelgangers.
They look like twins.
They really do.
So much so they thought they had to get tested.
Mhm,
That's
tested.
kind of crazy. What?
That is wild.
What were
I
you?
don't know.
You don't even know.
I
Huh?
don't know. It's Monday.
No, it's she's acting weird. Let's go.
Attention station employees, Adderall is a controlled substance, but it definitely makes you better at your job, which can lead to promotion and making more money. But don't do drugs. Thank you.
Drugs are bad.
Come on up, man.
Okay.
What's going on here? Let's pull that mic up there for you. There you
Make
go.
love to the mic.
Yeah, you just want to get up about like this on it, you know? All right. What's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Man, it's going good. Tell everybody who you are, man.
Hey, I'm Zeb Balentine. I'm a comedian out of Little Rock.
Yeah.
And,
So you are a stand-up comedian,
right.
and you perform all over. You perform locally, or are you newer to it? Are you a long time in it?
I do a lot locally, but I also travel as well.
Okay.
And I've been doing it a little over 3 years.
3 years now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So do you perform at the Joint, the Looney Bin? Where do you go?
Yeah, Joint and Ludi Bin.
Okay.
And so I do a lot of gigs there. I actually have a gig at the Joint next month at the end of next month that I'm producing, and bringing in a headliner from Missouri.
Oh, that's
Derek
cool.
Luna.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great. That's
yeah.
great, man. That's awesome. So what got you into comedy?
Well, I've always been a fan. I remember back in junior high, I'd watch a lot of stand-up on BET, and it just it fascinated me that people could just hold an audience's attention with
Yeah.
just words.
Yeah.
And so, I wanted to do it for 20 years before I actually went to an open mic to try it for the first time. So, and when I did, I feel like I've kind of forced gumped my way through comedy. Just kinda
Yeah.
stumbled through into some really good opportunities by accident. But, I did an open mic at a club in Chattanooga, and a couple weeks later they had me come back and do it. And so I had a whole another 5 minutes, and then and that one went well. And at the end of that night, they had me back for a weekend of paid gigs.
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
great.
Like 6 weeks in, I was getting paid for it, which is
That's pretty
absurd.
great. No, that is absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good natural ability to have
Yeah.
right there. So who were some of your favorite comics that inspired you?
I really love Ron White.
Yeah, he's a great storyteller.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
one
he
of my
is.
favorites. Which I was introduced to him, like most people, through the Blue Collar
Comedy
Comedy
tour.
Tour.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the good one on that. by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, he was my favorite by far. And I recently went back and watched that set, and surprisingly, it's like only a 10-minute set.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was
Yeah,
surprised
they
at how
aren't that
short it was.
long. Yeah, their sets on that show.
And
But it made them household names, all of them. I mean,
Exactly,
it was one of the most brilliantly packaged comedy tours in the history of time. I mean,
Absolutely.
it absolutely, they combined their forces, as lame as some of them were, and did amazing things with it. Look, I think Larry the Cable Guy is great. I think he carved a good niche. I've never been a fan of Foxworthy.
No.
And what was the other?
Bill Engvall.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of
Yeah.
Here's Your Sign, Bill
Can't
Engvall.
even remember.
Yeah, no,
His
everybody
name.
forgot about him. Yeah, no,
Everybody forgot about him.
Yeah.
But Foxworthy hadn't worked a day since that tour.
That's
No, I mean, no, he
No,
did. It set him
tapped
up.
into it.
No, it was brilliant. I take nothing away from the marketing. It's brilliant, but lots of things are marketed that we buy and suck.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like Ron.
Yes,
really
I'm in the
fit
beer
into it,
industry.
though.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
you
very
get it.
well aware that marketing sells beer.
Yeah.
Not quality.
Yeah,
Not
some
quali-
people
okay.
buy natural light by,
They really
by
do.
choice.
Yeah.
By
They
choice,
really
they
do.
choose natty light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
see what I mean?
Corona.
Yeah, I don't
too.
know about that now.
I didn't really feel like Ron fit in with the blue collar part. Like I didn't feel like, I don't know, maybe a higher level blue collar, but it just
I think he's just different because
seemed
he's,
like he
Southern.
drank better
Yeah.
He's a-
liquor than the rest of them, so it didn't match for me.
he's just a storyteller versus a punchline dropper.
Yeah, but he was
you know?
funny.
Oh, he
I
is
always thought
funny. He's
Ron was
great.
funny.
He
Public. You threw me into public. I was drunk in a bar.
Yeah.
It's like, Ron, how many times have I been there? Like, that's like every Tuesday before I quit drinking. Like,
No, he has a really great way about it. He's probably one of the better storytellers I've ever seen. He's really, really good. Who else did you like, man?
I love Nate Bargatze. He's one of my favorites.
There you
Okay,
go.
okay.
Which he's just blowing up right
Yeah.
now and all over the place.
So where is the coolest place that you feel like you've played so far that you enjoyed the most?
I'll always be. I'll always love the Comedy Catch in Chattanooga because that's where I got my start.
Right.
And I love Looney Bin, Little Rock. They that's where I'm able to cut my teeth. And,
Yeah. Mhm.
I love Looney Bin Tulsa. Like I've always had. Every time I go there, I've always had.
What kind of comedy? What kind of comedian are you? Would you say?
Well, I am a clean comedian,
Mhm.
and so I'm someone you can bring your grandmother to see, and she won't get too offended.
She's dead, so she'll be
Yeah,
fine.
same.
Okay. Well, even so,
Yeah, but I'll roll her out.
Do you do any dead grandma jokes? Or?
I do. I do have
fabulous.
That's great.
yeah.
If you're not doing a dead grandma joke, what are you doing?
Same.
Right.
You got to do that.
And I'm also
So-
a musician, so I work in musical comedy too. Sometimes.
Oh, that's great. Do you
Oh.
guitar, piano, what?
Guitar.
Guitar.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a great musical comedian by the name of Adam Dodd. And Adam is from the East Coast. If you ever get a chance, look him up.
Okay.
Because he's really, really good. And he's a great one. So, hey, are you
Chad's
guys
getting
having
dressed
fun?
over here. He
You
is.
guys having fun?
He is. He found
So-
a cape and a mask. It's about to get wild in here. It is Monday
It is. It's
in the
crazy
Legion
around here.
Scaffolding Studios.
So, tell me this. It's got to be now more than ever, I would say, challenging to break through as a clean comic versus, what you see a lot of. Everybody's out freeing the nipple, freeing their language, doing their thing. Of course, Jim Gaffigan, Brian Regan come to mind. They're both outstanding comedians who've mastered that art form. How do you break through and get people's attention, going clean like that?
Yeah, I mean that's a good question. That's something I'm trying to figure out myself. Like, I would say being clean can get you a lot of work.
Mhm.
Like especially a lot of hosts and opener work.
Sure, right, yeah.
Clean headliners want clean openers. Even some dirty headliners want clean openers.
No, that's true. That's actually an interesting point that he's bringing up because I've seen that before. I've had that requested of me at times where the manager of the comedian who was headlining came to me and said, "Listen, we would prefer you don't use any F-bombs or anything like that. We want to save that for the headliner."
Oh.
And so they don't want you to break that wall. They want them to break that wall.
Do they come to you early on with that, or is that something they spring on you whenever
Usually
you get
they
on
like
site?
they like to spring it to you when you get there.
Dick move.
Yeah, no, it's a great move, and
No, dick
yeah,
move.
no, it's a great move for
Okay.
sure. Yeah. No, it's one of those things where you just go, "Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever you say,
Okay.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that. I've never cared what the comedians before me did, as long as it was funny or terrible.
Right.
Either of those work great. Matter of fact, I love to follow. I hate to say it, I love to follow a comedian who failed. That's the best way to get up on stage because the tension is so high at that point that if you come out with a good joke, you're just crushing.
Same for you?
I don't know. I prefer the person. I don't like to dig out of a hole. I would prefer
Oh.
that. Yeah, I prefer somebody else to do the work.
I live in a hole.
Yeah.
Same.
I want to ride somebody else's coattail.
Okay.
Hey, let them bring the energy up, and I'll just
All
ride
right.
that
I like
wave.
that.
I hear you. No, look, it's great to take a hot hand and run with it. As long as you can do it.
Yeah.
And that's the key. Is if they've got a hot hand, you better come in.
Right.
Ready to do it as well, and be just as hot.
What about you?
Yeah.
Like in a beer competition.
No,
or
Theron is
something,
funny.
you know?
He's super witty.
Oh, absolutely.
He's just low key.
Yeah.
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 You see what I mean right there?
Okay.
That's what he
He
does.
says
right
so
there.
much by saying so little,
So little.
right?
Manners for men.
When a woman explains how she feels, always respond with, "I hear you," and then fix it with duct tape.
There you go. Now we can watch the movie. This has been Manners for Men. High five. Donkey punch.
Do you live or work in Conway, and are you a vapor? Yeah, and listen, stop going to crappy gas stations to get your vapes. Go to Crazy J's. They've got 2 locations in Conway, every kind of flavor you can imagine. Not only that, but if you love the electric lettuce, and who doesn't, they've got all kinds of glassware, some of the coolest stuff that you've ever seen. So no matter whether you're trying to get your vape on or your bud on, Crazy J's is the way to go. Check them out. They've got 2 locations in Conway. Crazy J's for all your vape and smoke needs, baby. Have you been injured? You need an attorney with a passion for people and an obsession with justice. That attorney is Tim Reed in Little Rock. Look, they've won $1.3 million in wrongful death, almost $1 million in medical malpractice and in insurance dispute. These guys know what they're doing, but more importantly, he's not a figurehead of some kind. He's not just some person on a poster with a picture of a rig or a smile or his dog with him. This is a real guy you can text with, you can talk to, and who will take good care of you. He'll work with you personally to get what you deserve. Check out readfirm.com, readfirm.com, or give him a call, 777-7333. If you're looking for a vehicle, how about a late model, low mileage vehicle? Go to Fitz Auto. Listen, if you want a car, a truck, an SUV, a boat, a camper, a side-by-side, they have everything that you want and then some. But don't worry about bad credit. That's what they deal with. They're their own bank. Look, you can check them out online at fitzauto.com, or you can go in person, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. Find out why we've bought 7 vehicles from Fitz Auto. They're that good. All right, we are back. So I put this down here, and I put "we can do better" because I have a prep service that I like to look at stuff, and they sent over this prep for us, and it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible, and I was like, we could do a better job than this. So here's what they sent. They sent this thing of punchlines I guess you're supposed to use in this, which is top signs your dinner was microwaved, which sounds like a throwback to some old, Tonight Show type thing or something, right?
Yes.
First of all, the prep sucks because of that. The format of it sucks. However, having said that, I was just like, well, let me read through and see, what kind of punchlines they generated. So top signs your dinner was microwaved. You were eating 20 seconds after the beep.
Ew.
Is that funny?
No.
No. Okay. There's a bit of melted plastic in your food.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I felt too. Sarah Lee was the chef.
Shut up.
Yeah. The corn is burned. The potatoes are too hot and the chicken is ice cold. Those are pretty bad. So let's just do our own.
Yeah, it completely brought down the energy in the room.
Yeah, it did. It's
Fired.
meant to. So come up with our own punchlines. Let's go to the comedian.
Oh,
Top
God.
sign your dinner was microwaved. Go.
You pulled it out of a microwave.
That was going to be mine.
It's a great answer right there. I'll give that one. That's strong. Yeah, I like that. That's great. All right, Theron. Top signs your dinner was microwaved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I love it. Amanda?
I mean, that was mine. Yeah. You
I would say
pulled it out of the microwave.
2 words. Salisbury steak.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one.
Patio.
Patio.
You remember patios?
Yeah, El Patio.
Oh God, I miss the patios.
Man, what when I remember, when microwaves first came out, and I know that sounds stupid to say, but it was the coolest thing in the world.
It was.
It was like, oh my God, I can make food this
Man.
fast, man. So what were the things that you were doing? What do you remember the food you were excited about
Microwaves?
in that time?
I mean,
Jiffy Pop.
no, but Healthy Choice. Healthy Choice
Oh.
and Lean Cuisine first came out kind of, when I
Okay.
was getting in with microwaves. We were really only doing popcorn in microwaves. Like my mom has made chicken in microwave.
Oh no, don't do
Yeah,
that.
no. Well, it was
Never
it
do
was
that.
it was the 80s and the 90s. So I mean,
That's true, yeah.
this is why I'll probably live forever. But
Yeah, we ate salmonella and didn't
seriously,
complain.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah, it was part of a
Delicious.
staple meal.
Thank you.
More
you.
gluten, more salmonella.
Yes.
Thanks, Mom.
100%. But we had a bank of microwaves at the school. And,
Oh,
all the girls, had body image and issues and eating disorders. So we all would roll in with lunch, and it was always like a Healthy Choice or a Lean Cuisine meal.
Wow.
Yeah, but there was this chicken. It was chicken and, wild rice and green beans with like
Yeah.
a mushroom reduction. And that was like
That was your jam.
that's what I ate until,
Okay.
I started, in my 20s, and then it was all patio.
Yeah, I was just fat. What about you, man?
Yeah, I remember as a kid, we would freeze our candy bars.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
I wanted to that's back when they were wrapped in aluminum foil,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to thaw one out.
How'd that work for you? Set it on fire,
Yeah,
did it?
set the microwave on fire.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'll never forget the first time I accidentally left a fork in there and it it looked like that Tesla machine, just going crazy.
Bless it.
It's funny though to think about the things that we didn't have. You had to actually cook the food. You couldn't microwave the food.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The same thing you think about when you had to call someone on an actual telephone.
That's what I was thinking about, is the landlines,
They were the greatest.
Man, landlines were the greatest.
It was the absolute greatest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing better than having your dad get on and needing to use the phone and just going,
oh my God. Or when we first got internets, the internets, and you couldn't be on the phone. If somebody picked up the phone, you were kicked off. Blessings and salutations.
Yeah, it was very difficult to get your porn on in early internet days.
It really
it'd
was.
take forever to load.
Yeah,
it'd take like 20 minutes for the boob picture to load in.
You're done before it even loads, or I don't know. That's me. Theron, you strike me as a non-microwave person.
Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
I cook a lot, yeah. But
yeah,
early days, microwave pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The ones that are really terrible and
oh yeah, they're the best. The Red Baron.
Yeah, should not be eaten. But
Yeah, no, those are.
Ones.
Yeah.
They were often like school pizzas, the first microwave
I ate
pizzas.
a lot of those as a teenager.
Yeah, no, I like
Those were delicious.
the school pizzas were the best. That was a good day. The rectangle shape with the corn and the salad.
Yes.
That's how it always came at my
You got the
school.
one pepperoni. Like if you got a whole pepperoni,
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I got a pepperoni.
Yeah. No, ours came with the little chunks of pepperoni.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the little square
Little
pieces on it. Yeah.
Oh, bless it.
No, we never had a whole pepperoni. That was a privileged school.
Well, I
That's
mean,
Mount St. Mary's for you. You get an actual pepperoni.
At Mount, we got Papa John's.
Oh, wow.
But that was once every couple weeks or something, some shit like that.
See, I thought it was the coolest thing when I got into high school because, you would either take your lunch or go to the cafeteria. But in high school, we had the snack bar where you could go and buy burgers and all the things that were absolutely wrong to have. And that's what I did every day. Like, no, I don't want the cat. Why would I go over and eat fried chicken with green beans when I can go get a burger and fries? Are you kidding me? Yeah, no, that's what I did. Yeah. Did y'all have the snack bar at school like that?
No, we didn't. We had vending machines though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did have vending machines. And you had some options as far as like food, but most of us, survived on Snickers and Diet Coke.
Have they completely gotten rid of chocolate milk in school, or is it back
I have no
now?
idea.
Yeah, I have no idea.
They were taking it out. Michelle Obama took it out,
Okay.
but I don't know if it went back in or not. I was like, that's the most evil thing I can imagine, taking the chocolate milk out.
That's why I homeschool my kids.
Yeah, no, it's a good call.
That's where we drew the
Oh,
line.
bless it.
That's where you should draw the line.
That's it.
It's
Yeah.
enough.
No.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
that's
I'm with you.
enough.
Speaking of landlines, do any of you remember your landline number from when you were a kid?
I do.
I do too. What was yours?
226-7586.
West Sider.
Well,
Uh-huh.
South. I'm from South Arkansas.
Oh, South
Or-
Arkansas.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 376-1650.
I don't remember mine. To be honest, no, it's
Talk
been
to
too
remember
long.
Cyrus that triggered me. What about you?
Yeah, the downstairs line.
Oh,
We're getting highfalutin
Oh,
here.
downstairs
Yeah,
line,
the
not
down-
up and down number. Wow,
The downstairs line was my parents' line,
Yeah.
942-4430.
you know that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
wow.
upstairs was 942-4001.
Nice.
Oh, that's crazy. I
That
don't
was-
remember either of my any of
That
mine.
was basically my internet line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Aaron had
yeah.
two lines.
That's great. Yeah, when you had to have, you couldn't
And
do
two
the internet and the
parents.
phone.
Yeah.
2 lines and 2 parents.
Oh, you had 2 parents, so you were privileged, weren't you?
Yeah.
Bougie.
Let me guess, you had a bed too and a dresser.
Did y'all cook
Son
your
of a
food?
bitch.
You cooked your food?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we-
Yeah.
God.
You had food.
Yeah, we
You had food. That's
we-
great.
we lived high on the hog and shared.
Yeah.
Oh, you living it up in Sheridan, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have deer as a regular meal in Sheridan?
Not regular.
No.
I would hunt a lot more because my parents had a house on 80 acres.
80 acres.
80
Wow.
acres.
So I could just like wander off in the woods and shoot
Yeah.
a deer.
I was gonna say, that's why they were still married. It's like 80 acres.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
How many
everybody.
servants did you have?
Well, just me.
Just you. Just me. 80 acres, man. Wow, that had to be wild to grow up on 80 acres.
Yeah, it was great.
I bet.
So
I'm
now,
jealous.
was it wooded mainly?
About half.
Yeah.
A lot of field. A lot
Okay.
of wood.
So you're like a lot of ATV riding and stuff
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
4-wheelers?
Yeah, during the summer, I mean, my days were leave on the 4-wheeler, with my
Yep.
shotgun and my dog,
Yep.
Yeah.
and just be gone till dark.
Which would seem almost criminal now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let my kid leave with a shotgun and a four-wheeler
What
and
kind of
come back
dog?
whenever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would
And-
not do that
And,
now.
and the thing about that is, my grandfather, that was my grandfather's land. He had the 8
Okay.
acres, but
Yeah.
his lifelong best friend owned like the 400 acres around it.
Oh, wow. So you really had access
So I
to
had
everything.
I had like half of Grant County.
Yeah.
Yeah, you owned Grant County, really.
Yeah, pretty much. So
That's
it was
what's
it was good.
Now, did you guys have just ATVs? Did you have go-karts? Did you have anything else?
Just a 4-wheeler.
Just a four-wheeler. What about tractors, combines, anything like that?
Yeah, had a tractor.
Did you ride around on that too?
I was taught how to bush hog at an early
There you
age.
go.
Yeah. No, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You learn how to operate the heavy
First-
equipment
Like once I got the hang of the riding lawnmower, they're like, why don't you go get on that Husqvarna over there?
and start bush hogging. Yeah.
Did you ever see anything cool like on your 480 acres, like
No,
Sasquatch,
no, not really.
Skinwalker?
No,
No.
Bear, cougar, not just
no,
in her 40s, but
no, just the regular animals.
Did you have any interesting pets like raccoons
Oh,
or squirrels?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dad liked birds,
yeah.
Okay.
and when I say birds, we had them all: turkeys,
Vultures.
chickens, peacocks,
Oh, you did you?
Peacocks?
guineas.
Peacock.
One time,
Crows?
oh, there's plenty of crows around.
Like a murder of crows? Did you have trained crows?
No, they just kind of lived in the yard. But
Trained crow.
one summer, 2 emus showed up
Really?
just out of the woods.
Just showed up.
They showed up and lived with us for a couple months, and then went on about their business.
Really?
Yeah.
They just came, hung out.
Yeah.
Were they friendly?
Oh yeah.
Really?
They were like dogs.
That's wild, man.
And my dad
Wow.
had this turkey, this big white domesticated turkey.
Yeah.
It was his puppy dog. It would sit in his lap. It would eat out of his hand. But it was mean as hell to me and Mom.
Really?
Yeah.
They're very territorial.
Yeah, it would see us coming down the driveway, and it would run and attack the car. It would
Really?
attack the back door when we tried to leave.
Was it male or female?
As a male.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it might be a female.
What's it? I mean, can it hurt you?
Not really.
No.
I mean, it was like
Let me ask you this: did you ever? And don't lie to me. I'll know if you're lying. Did you ever feel go kick it?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great. So since I made you admit that, I will also admit my wrongdoings. I lived over at Whisperwood Apartments on Baseline Road, and it was pretty rough in that time even. But behind, I was at the back of the apartments, and right behind it was a street. And why these people had a rooster, I do not know, but they did. And that rooster, about 4:30 every morning, would crow. And it would wake me up because it was literally right behind my apartment, and I was getting pissed off. So I went and bought a BB gun.
Yeah.
And I would set my alarm for 4:15, and I would just aim my sight on it and wait. And as soon as that beak came open, pow, and go, pow. After about 3 days, it never crowed again. It never crowed again. Now that's wrong. I know that's wrong, but I slept better.
All right, what's your punning story or BB gun, whatever, your animal cruelty, Sarah McLaughlin coming for you story?
Oh yeah, she
Well-
definitely was coming for me.
I don't. I used to bully chickens at my babysitter's house,
Oh wow, this is a great story already.
Already.
and then one day they all. I don't know how they communicate, but they all had a plan and they revolted all at the same time. Like I went out to the yard to get a bicycle, and I could tell something was up.
Something in the air.
The vibe was off.
The
Yeah,
chickens had a look about them.
they just started kind of all migrating towards me at the same time
Yeah.
from different directions.
Oh shit.
And when I realized they were about to
Convenient.
pounce on me, I grabbed the bike and took off, and then that's when they just came unglued. And
Oh.
I never was cruel to an animal after that.
Yeah.
Like,
They must have really did you a lesson.
yeah, Which to this day, like,
Did they like jump on you, fly at you? What did they do?
yeah, just basically got their bluff in. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't injured or anything, but like a bird flying at me still
Bro.
freaks me out. to
It's
this
like
day.
raptors. You
Seriously.
got circled by the
Yeah.
raptors.
These little dinosaurs.
Yeah.
chasing you.
Yeah.
No, that's great. I had a bird that at the old station that I guess it had a nest up there, and when I'd go out to smoke, it would start diving at my head and
Had
try to hit
babies.
me. Yeah, I'm plenty away from it. I'm not really. Look, I'm just out here smoking. Leave me alone. I'm not even over by the nest, but it didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe-
and I
maybe
also
it
had a
had
bird
trauma.
shit on my head once.
Yeah.
Just
That happens.
standing outside, and you're like, oh, come on, man. Yeah, that's a pretty bad day.
Awesome.
I've had that happen. I was out running, and I could see it happening. The bird was flying this way overhead, and I could just see the
You just see
torpedo
it.
coming down. And,
Oh wow.
and that was the last time I ran.
I can also understand that. That might be the last time I did too.
That's
yeah.
what did it. Like,
Forget
nah,
that.
Not
man.
doing it.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
What kind of, if you could have any animal as a pet, within reason, what would you have, man?
Wombat.
A wombat. All right.
Yeah.
What is that's kind of like a nutria, like a big rat,
It's yeah.
like a beaver?
It's a big rodent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
You
they're
just want a big beaver?
yeah.
Don't we
Yeah.
all?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Rodents of
you
unusual size.
can understand.
I do. I definitely understand. If you could have any,
Chad, it's more cushion for the pushing.
what is it? You said a
Wombat.
A wombat.
A wombat.
okay. Where do they have those here? Even are they here?
I
Or
doubt
are they
it.
only in Australia?
Somebody Google that.
Okay. What about if you could have any animal as a pet? Not
I
not
want
a
I want a
domestic,
big kitty.
like a lion or a tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
want
you
a
haven't
big
learned
kitty.
from Joe Exotic how that works.
No, not at all.
When he calls tomorrow, I'm going to put you on with
That's
him and let you learn
fine.
something.
I figured since we've got this great relationship now, he can give me all the ins and outs on how to do this.
Oh,
you
I'm
know?
sure he can give you the care package.
Well, I
yeah.
mean, not me. He won't give me the care package, but I mean, you
Yeah, I
know,
know. He'll give you the care package.
he will. he?
What about yourself, man?
I think I would like to have a baby chimp.
A chimp?
Yeah, but
Yeah, something that will
Yeah.
eat your face
Yeah,
off. Good idea.
eat my
No,
face off
have
one
you
day.
seen Chimp Crazy yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want anything to do with the chimpanzee or any other monkey for that matter.
I did have a pet skunk one time.
Did you?
Growing up,
Now
yeah.
that's what's up.
Descented?
No.
Oh, that's a little scary
Wow.
there.
You are
Wow.
you're a badass.
Yeah.
That's
So you had a
No,
whole
I'm
other
just white
level. You're
trash.
just white trash. Okay.
Yeah. Did you just find it as a baby? Did you? How did you end up with a pet skunk?
I don't know how my parents found this skunk, but they brought it home one day. They're like, "Hey, we have
Thought
this
it was a
skunk,"
cat.
and I'm like, What's the deal?" My dad was like, "Yeah, it's just like a cat."
No,
I'm like,
bro.
why don't you bring home a cat?
Yeah, it would have been better. Yeah, it's a
This is not
polecat.
Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
this
polecat.
isn't-
I mean,
meow.
It's in the ferret family. They're all the
It is
same.
something.
Speaking of skunks, I said I just got back from overseas. The zoos over there, they have displays of skunks and raccoons and possums. And I was like, I guess those are exotic over here.
Wow, that is amazing that
Yeah.
they have those in the zoo.
Yeah.
Actually,
That never occurred.
wow. Yeah, I never would have
we
thought about
just-
it. We just look
You
at
see
them in
those
the
on
yard.
highway
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
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 One of the funniest things, and it is terrible, but one of the funniest things I'd ever seen was that, and it was here in Arkansas that I think somebody got the picture of it, but it was like an armadillo it was roadkill, and it was laying on its back, and somebody put a cigarette in its mouth and some balloons in its
Yep.
hand.
We've done that a few
Oh
times.
my
around
God,
the
that was so
continental
funny.
United States.
Oh
They've
my
done
God,
that.
that
We've
was
done that a few times.
Yeah, that shit's
That's
funny.
awesome. That's so funny. Doug said that he loved how ready you were to say wombat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you've thought about this.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the wombat.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, Joey said my high school took out the cafeteria and put in McDonald's. Wow.
That's a fancy F.
Wow, what kind of school? That's
Yeah,
amazing. I wish
seriously.
I'd have had that. No, I'd be even fatter. Let's see. Said we also had pizza on Fridays at school and home because we live in predominantly a Catholic town. What?
Yep, Catholics.
They love pizza or
Yeah,
something? Is
pizza
that the
on
deal?
Fridays. Catholic High did
Oh,
it.
okay. I think everybody
Mount
did that,
it.
didn't they?
I don't know about that.
Okay. I figured every school had pizza day.
But is
Well,
it a meat-free pizza?
yeah.
Since it's
Oh,
Catholic?
cheese
Yeah.
pizza.
Cheese pizza.
Yeah. Meatless Friday or whatever they have. Meat
Yep.
free.
Filet of fish pizza.
Yeah, there you go.
Filet of fish
There
pizza.
you go. Be careful because you'll end up with like Zaza's doing that or something. You know.
Oh, God,
It's a
yeah.
little, ew, ew.
Have you ever been
filet of fish pizza? Ugh.
That's yeah. I can't. No, I can't do that. Do you like the filet of fish? Is that a sandwich you
I've
get down
never
to?
had the filet of fish.
You've never had one.
Correct.
Wow.
Is it?
How is that possible?
Is that really surprising that I've never
Yes.
had that?
Yeah. How could you not have a filet of fish
Why
at least
would-
once in your life?
Why would I get a fish sandwich from McDonald's?
Well, have you been to McDonald's? It's pretty
Yes.
tasty.
Yes, I have been to
Pretty
McDonald's.
fucking tasty.
You're full of shit.
No, I don't believe I am.
You're full of filet of fish. Filet of shit. Like,
No, I don't
No,
think so.
bro.
You like the filet of fish, man?
No.
No.
The only one I ever got was because they gave me the wrong order.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I'll try it.
Yeah, and you did not.
I did not enjoy it.
No. Okay.
absolutely not.
How about you, man?
No, I will never try that.
You've never tried it.
No.
Both of you are going to eat a filet of fish together, and you're going to share it in front of me.
I had McDonald's on the way over here, and I was
You've had it, haven't you?
Bro.
Yeah, because you're poor. You've had it before. Yeah, see.
He just
See,
doesn't-
Amanda showed her privilege. She wasn't as poor as she wanted to let on.
I think he just doesn't want to have to eat one on air.
I don't want to die. Like I feel like there's a phobia to bro. I am so effing sorry. The only thing I have to eat is a fillet of fish. Fine, I'll eat it, but I
Yeah.
am not choosing. There is nothing in me that's like, let me get that fillet of fish. I mean,
Oh, man.
it's not the 90s no more, y'all. Like I quit. Never mind.
No, I understand.
I quit filleting fish a long time ago.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. It
Of course,
certainly
you
does.
know,
yeah.
this new journey I'm on in my life, who knows?
You never can tell what
Never can
what's
tell.
going to show up with
That's
it.
true.
Okay, all right.
Choices.
I'm just letting you go. I'm having fun listening to you.
Look, it's Monday.
Okay, well let's do something different then. So,
If
a
you-
study conducted by Army intelligence suggests that reincarnation is real because consciousness never dies, according to this study that they've done, which is kind of an interesting thing.
I think that's two different things. I mean, just because my consciousness never dies doesn't mean I'm coming back as something.
Okay, well,
But I will say that if I'm coming back, I don't want to come back as a cockroach or a rat. Just like who said that on here?
well, you don't want to be a cyborg cockroach. You don't want to be
Yeah,
controlled,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
The research has resurfaced on social media. They summarize, well, it says consciousness is energy and it exists outside of our understanding of reality.
I agree.
Energy never dies. The mind bending official Pentagon study was commissioned to better understand what its Army Intel colleagues were doing, sending personnel to a small institute in Charlottesville, Virginia that was working on the Gateway Experience, a then secretive project based on the analysis. So it was a training system designed to, well, I don't even know what they're doing there, but nonetheless, through this, this series of tests, they determined that they think that the reincarnation is real because the energy never dies. Therefore, it's going to go into something else. What do you think? What do you think about reincarnation, Theron? Do you think yes, no, possible?
Possible.
Possible.
I think there's a lot of things we don't know and don't understand.
Yeah.
Can't understand. So
Yeah.
I agree.
Like politics.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that'd be one for me.
Fillet of fish.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Yeah, I know you're struggling with the fillet of fish right now. It's okay.
And what is that?
Show me on the doll where the fillet of fish touched you.
Right. Well, it's like that soda we were talking about last week too. The ranch.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No,
That
that's
shit doesn't compute to me.
no. It's like eating. I had a hot dog flavored potato chip once, and it really messed me up for about a year.
You remember the Lay's, that whole Lay's thing
Yeah.
they were doing, the flavors and
Yeah.
the.
Some of them are weird. So, what about you, man? On reincarnation, you think it's real or no?
No, I don't. But I also wonder, like these studies, like how do they know these things? Like, if consciousness never dies,
Yeah,
how do they know that? Which I mean, I'm not saying
because
I
even after
disagree
she
with it.
dies, your wife's still bitching at you.
I don't know. It's like some of these studies that come out. I'm just like, how do you know that?
No, I mean that's fair. That's fair. I'm taking it at face value that
Yeah.
whatever they studied was somewhat accurate.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe in reincarnation in the way that I'm going to come back as an eagle or something, but I do think your energy goes somewhere, maybe
believe-
back
yeah.
to the collective.
I mean, energy is neither created nor destroyed. So I mean,
Yeah,
like you can't. It's got to go somewhere.
yeah.
It's got to go somewhere. There's a docu-series, Surviving Death, And one of the last episodes of it, they talk to people that have experience
The
previous
crossing
life.
over.
No,
Oh, okay.
well, so the first two episodes are about near death experiences.
Mhm.
There's mediumship, things like that. But then there's the reincarnation, the past lives,
Mhm.
and some of the stuff that they. I mean, it's extremely interesting. For me, it was. I don't know about anybody else, but it was extremely interesting to me because just the information that some of these people had from their previous life was kind of remarkable.
Now, sometimes you do see people who, for some reason, can spout off facts and identify things
Yeah.
that sound like they're from, someone's previous life or whatever
But, I
that
mean,
are
I don't know.
unexplainable.
It could just be crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, anything's,
But it's
anything's
like we,
possible. But like,
and we've
Theron
talked about it
said,
before. If you wake up, you've seen it happen where people wake up and they speak a completely different language that they've never spoken before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Now, how does that
How
happen?
does that happen?
I mean,
And well.
you didn't just pick up German
Yeah.
by
Or
listening
Latin,
to a little bit here and there on TV.
No, I agree with
I
that.
mean, so there's got to be some kind of wiring in there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Theron, what's a conspiracy theory that you embrace?
I don't think there's any.
You don't have any conspiracy theories?
I don't think so.
No, really?
No. Yeah. I'm way too logical.
Yeah. Okay. 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 That's interesting.
Yeah.
You're way too logical.
Yeah. Because
Hmm.
I mean, whenever I'll see something, and then it's like that sounds like crap,
Yeah.
and then I'll look and I'm like, yeah, it's crap.
So, do you think? Let me just throw you a couple of easy ones here. Do you think that we went to the moon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't think anything about that could be a hoax or fake or anything?
No. I saw Transformers.
We've been there.
We've
Yeah,
been
no,
there.
definitely. Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
it's a good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Flat Earth.
No, I spent too much time in the air.
Yeah, you've seen the planet actually.
I've seen.
Yeah, forget that you were a commercial airline pilot. So yeah. That was that was before he decided to make beer. He said, I know I'm a pilot and I'm cool. I got the uniform, I got the dough, I got the chicks, I got it all. I don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
I want beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as a pilot, what were some of the interesting things you've seen? Some of the crazy moments that you experienced as a pilot?
Just people in general. Just if you can imagine it, someone at the airport did it.
Yeah. Now, have you ever, been?
Oh.
Oh, what?
A good one just
Okay.
popped in my head.
Okay.
I went because it just popped up on my Facebook memories the other day, so I remember it. Went to the bathroom at O'Hare.
Mm-hmm.
Just the regular,
The normal bathroom.
the normal people bathroom.
Not the pilot
The
bathroom,
normal
right?
people bathroom.
And there's three, I think, Asian guys. They look like they were Asianish.
Might
Mm-hmm.
have been Asian.
They're all three in the same stall
Mm-hmm.
using it, peeing
Whoa.
At the same time,
at the same time, sharing.
door open.
Door open. Yep. Just three banging that toilet.
Wow, that's fascinating. That's efficient though.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really saving water. I
Like-
appreciate that.
I just like different culture, I guess.
Yeah, no,
No,
I
it just
you didn't say anything to them?
no. I just yeah.
I'd have walked in and said,
There
"You
wasn't
got
enough-
room for one more?"
There wasn't enough room for me, so
Yeah, no. Hey, make room, guys. Come on, scooch over.
But just weird stuff like
That
that
is
all the
weird.
time.
Now, did you ever have a mechanical malfunction while flying? A real one?
Honestly, nothing major.
All
I
right.
mean, there's stuff that breaks all the time,
Mm.
but it's typically not that big of a deal.
Right.
Nothing like an engine failure or
Okay.
a fire.
What about real turbulence?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
been through that.
yeah. It is, occasionally you see a turbulence where it's really bad and people can even be injured.
Yeah,
That's just air current. That's all that is, really?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's difference in the shears between the wind speeds.
Mm-hmm. That causes it to just whoop,
Yeah,
drop like that.
yeah.
What are you raising your hand for, Chad? This is not a classroom. Oh, okay. He's asking. Chad wants to know: have you seen a UFO? That's a great
The
question,
people
Chad.
want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, no, I've not seen any UFOs.
No.
Nothing at all.
Have you heard stories?
Yeah.
People that
Yeah, I mean,
you would consider credible.
I don't know about credible.
Oh.
They were very adamant,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I've never personally.
How much
seen
did you
anything.
normally? Was it, 2 or more drinks before you fly?
What's the required?
Yeah.
Yeah, typically started at 2.
Two drink
That,
minimum.
that was just on the ride to the airport.
Yeah, no, that's the way to do it.
Pre-game
Yeah, that's what I want right there.
Always pregame before
Did
you
you fly for Spirit? Is that who-
I don't think Spirit was around.
No. It was United.
Okay.
Nice.
No, he was legit.
Love
He was
United.
legit. He was legit, man. It was, how was it when you were becoming a pilot, going through pilot school? How long did that last?
I actually started taking flying lessons when I was 15.
Okay.
And just because my granddaddy was like, "Hey, you want to take flying lessons? I'll pay for it." I'm like,
Okay.
15-year-old, you're like, "Yeah, that sounds fun."
Yeah, no, it sounds fun right now.
Yeah. So I started taking flying lessons. It stuck.
Yeah.
So-
Now, when you were doing that, were you flying small like prop planes?
Yeah, just a single engine,
Yeah.
little trainer aircraft. Yeah.
Okay.
And you have to be 17 to get your private pilot's license.
Yeah.
So I got it on my 17th birthday,
Okay. That's cool.
and then went to Henderson. Did 4 years there.
Mm-hmm. 4 years of college, of
Yeah.
course, but was it pertaining to air?
Yeah, they have a aviation program. there.
Really?
Yeah. So I finished out all my degrees or all my
Hold on,
ratings.
So
and
you
degrees.
learned basically to fly a plane in college, not practically, but just from an education standpoint.
And there's a bunch of ratings you got to get before you can get the
Obviously,
airline job.
yes.
So you get all those in college, and you learn the fundamentals of.
So when you graduated college, did you immediately go to United, or did you go to, Bob's Puddle Jumpers first? How
Yeah.
did that work?
Crop dusting.
I got lucky because at the time, this was 2004. It was right at the beginning of a hiring boom.
Okay.
So I went to ExpressJet, which was a wholly owned subsidiary of Continental at the time.
Okay.
And so it was, you got hired there. You were at ExpressJet flying the regional, but you had a seniority number at Continental.
Mm-hmm.
And then they merged with United. 10 years later, I said, to hell with this. And
So, you've seen the movie Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So based on that, if I believe that, all the stewardesses love the pilots. Is that, do the stewardesses
They are
all try
flight
to,
attendants.
I'm sorry, flight attendants, my apologies,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Do they really, are they all trying to is it plant their flag with the pilot?
not the ones that you want to.
It's
I figured that was
Matilda.
gonna be the
Matilda
answer.
wants to.
Yeah.
She's 72. She's about to retire, and she's got an extra drink for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
it's,
That's great.
Or at least when I was there,
Were passengers? I mean, did you find that when people find out, or you're wearing your uniform, were the ladies coming at you because part and parcel to the uniform, or no?
not so much. No,
No.
not.
No, everybody thinks they're gonna get a free ride.
Yeah.
Well, a couple.
Well,
free
you're gonna
you
get a
know.
free ride, all right. Okay. So you didn't really take advantage of it, leverage it,
No, not really.
line them up.
No, I mean, to be fair, I was married most of the time. I
Oh,
was at
that
the
does
airline,
make a difference.
so-
Yeah, that
and-
makes a difference.
And
Never mind.
that Battle Axe I was married to wouldn't let me have a girlfriend.
No, I can understand. She was opposed to a sneaky link.
How?
Like if it
rude.
happens in the air, it's not even real, honey.
Exactly.
Don't you know that? Doesn't even count. It's not on Earth.
Exactly.
Did you join the Mile High Club?
No, I actually never did.
Come on, man.
Never
You're a
did.
pilot.
I never did.
Flying the plane, Patrick.
Exactly. Exactly. My point. You're flying the plane.
I don't want the pilot.
You're supposed to be the
stepping
first
away.
one taken care
I
of.
don't want him stepping away from the controls.
Who said he had to step away?
I mean,
How big is the cockpit?
depends on the airplane.
Hey, that's not your business. Oh, never mind. Thought you were being a little forward there, and then I heard the rest of it. I'm sorry, it didn't play out the same in my head. Yeah, no, that had to be fascinating though. The first time that you flew one of the big commercial jets, were you just nervous out of your gourd?
As far as being in the airplane, no, because we go through such intensive training before.
Okay.
And the simulators that we train in it's exactly like the airplane.
Really?
Like other than the shitty graphics on the
screen, yeah.
on the 8-bit screens in front of you, like all the instrument, like the instrument panel, everything is an exact replica of the airplane.
So, do you really look out the window when you're flying, or are you just really instrumentation mainly?
It's autopilot.
Yeah.
For takeoff and landings, you're looking outside,
Yeah.
but
Otherwise,
For the
mainly
most
it's
part,
autopilot.
for the most part, yeah, it's autopilot.
Now, what about any tricky landings that you ever had? Difficult landings? Yeah.
All the time.
Really?
All the time, yeah. Because airlines aren't like, oh, the weather's less than optimal. Yeah, let's hold off a little bit. They're like, no, get your ass there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, what was maybe one of them that was a little nerve wracking to you?
the top one was, I don't remember what year this was, mid 2010s. There was this big snowstorm that was moving across the U.S. Shut down the eastern seaboard for like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
You remember that one?
Yes.
The day before it was in Dayton, Ohio. And guess who was flying to Dayton, Ohio?
That'd be you.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you had to land in the snow and all that.
Yes, this blizzard of snow and crap and everything, and land in it. And then there was like 6 feet of snow on the ground we're trying to plow through to get to the gate.
Wow, that had to be really nerve wracking.
It was not fun.
No.
I do not enjoy winter weather.
No, I can't imagine that anything like that would be enjoyable. Did you ever have birds that hit you or anything?
Yeah.
That'd be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally they don't cause that much damage. It's usually the smaller, like sparrows
Yeah.
or whatever. They're just
The non-important birds. Yeah.
Yeah, and they bounce off.
Yeah. They bounce off.
Yeah.
Off of what?
The airplane.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I used to have a glass window on the back of my house, and birds would fly into that and die.
Yeah.
So I have to assume they just fly into the plane and die.
Oh, yeah, they die pretty quickly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, and I mean hitting the bigger birds like
Well, they're pretty dumb if they don't see you anyway.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, they should die.
But hitting a bigger bird like they did in New York with the Miracle on the Hudson.
Yeah.
Something like that's pretty rare.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause you see that sometimes in the disaster movies where it's always like a big flock of birds that come into the plane, and that's a weird thing.
It does happen, but it's not common.
Is that what happened in the one where Sully Sullenberger?
Yeah.
That's what you're
I think
talking
it was
about,
like
right?
it's like geese or something, and
That's what caused all the problem?
yeah, it went through a few of them went through the engine, flamed them out.
Where he had to land on the river
Yeah.
or whatever it was?
Yeah.
And he was held a hero for that?
Yeah.
Was he a hero for that?
Yeah.
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 That was hard to do, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this whole time, everybody's like, "Yeah, if we land in the water, we're dead." And now you actually have to land in the water now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because of that?
Yeah, it can be done now. So
Okay, that's wild. So everybody just thought you can't do that,
Yeah.
and then he did it, and I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay, so would that change now to the same over an ocean? I mean, the same way you would try to land on the water there too.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Does the plane float?
for a while.
I mean,
Well, anything floats for a second, almost. I mean,
Yeah, the wings are mostly hollow
yeah.
and sealed, so that there's a lot of air.
Just when they break
Trap.
off, it becomes a big problem.
Yeah.
Then it takes in water. Yeah,
Yeah.
goes down
Yeah.
pretty fast.
The problem with landing on the water is like when you're hitting the water that fast, it's like concrete.
Yeah.
So it, if it's not just right, it's just gonna rip the airplane apart
yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever have a co-pilot you didn't like?
all the time.
So what causes a co-pilot you don't like? They talk too much?
Just, I mean,
Smell.
Yeah.
there's some of those, yeah. But the stereotypical arrogant pilot,
Yeah. Those guys?
those guys, yeah. That man, I had one guy that he'd been at the airline for a month and was already planning his life as a senior captain on the
Mhm.
777.
Mm.
Like, dude, you got about 30 years. Settle down.
Yeah.
So when you start, because there are different size commercial liners,
Yeah.
is that the biggest, 777 or whatever? What's the biggest? An Airbus
Yeah, right.
A10?
380.
Okay.
Airbus 380 is the biggest one right now.
Okay. Now, do you graduate to different sizes, or do you just fly whatever?
Just whatever. It just depends. Like, at my airline, we only had the one airplane. So
Okay.
that's what I flew. But if you go, you go to like American or whatever, and they've got all the airplanes. It's just a matter of you bid what you fly based on your seniority
Okay.
and whatever you can hold. So
Now, do different jobs pay more?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. The bigger airplanes, you get more money.
Okay. Because it's bigger?
It's bigger and longer routes,
Okay.
and yeah.
It's bigger and longer.
yeah, yeah. We know what's on your mind. So the when you're doing these kind of flights, what was that? Now I lost my question thinking about what you're doing. No, you're good. You're good. You were saying they're bigger, the longer flights. So how long were you typically out as a pilot? I mean, how long before you come back home off duty?
Well, at the end of my tenure is one of the reasons why I quit was generally about 5 days, 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
I was gone.
Okay.
Come home long enough to do laundry.
Yeah.
And then leave again.
Yeah, and I assume they just put you up in a hotel. They have cooperative deals there where you stay at a hotel.
Yeah, it was a hotel every night. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it does get old. A lot of people don't think about like when you stand up comedy, and that's where you spend most of your time actually in a hotel, unless you're just walking around the town you're in. And it does get kind of miserable after a while.
So now that you're done with that, do you have an aversion to staying in hotels and motels?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. But he is afraid of flying.
Yep. What's the coolest place you've ever flown to?
Coolest place? I don't know. A lot of the airports in Mexico are pretty fun to fly into.
Yeah.
Because they're in mountains. You got to kind of do a intricate little approach to get in there.
I've seen the one, and I don't know exactly where it is. I'm sure you do. But there's that one place where it's so difficult to land because of the air currents that you always see people there. It's the crazy landings.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to face winds like that to land in?
Yeah, all the time.
Wow.
That's got to be the most frightening thing, because I think about just sliding in my car. Just sliding on a little ice, much less in a giant airplane with 200 people on board.
But if you do it all day, every day, it's just what you do.
It's just what you do.
Yeah.
That's what a baller would say. It's just what
Right,
you do.
right.
It's just what you do, man. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like
So nonchalant.
so the weather would have to be really, really bad.
Dicey. Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you ever miss it?
No.
Not at all.
Not one day.
I didn't
No.
detect
No
that you did.
hesitation.
No.
You enjoy what you do.
I miss the travel
Yeah.
because I was able to just, if I wanted to go wherever, just go to the airport, go.
And I would say you work less now, but you don't.
No, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different and it's better. But no,
Well,
I don't work less.
You are enjoying what you're
Yeah.
doing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have fun with beer.
And I do what I want.
Yeah.
Basically, because I'm my own boss. So
Yeah.
if I want to not go to work on Monday morning and come hang out here,
Right. No, you could do that.
I can do that.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Let me circle back here. So, man, I got to bring Chad back up, but I want you to tell everybody if they want to find out more about your comedy and what you do, how can they do that?
Yeah, you can check me out on Instagram or TikTok at Zeb Comedy, ZEB Comedy, or check out my Facebook. That's just my name, Zeb Balentine.
Zeb Balentine.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so Zeb Comedy would be the way, or Zeb Balentine on Facebook. And when's your next performance?
Tomorrow night, I'm doing a private gig for a Christmas party. down
Oh,
in
okay.
Magnolia.
So that's a private one. When's your next public event?
I've got the 18th. I'll be in Hot Springs at Oaklawn. I'll be featuring there. There'll be a comedy show there.
Oh, are they doing comedy out at Oaklawn now?
Yeah, and it's a
Jay
really
Leno's
great
gonna be out
place.
there.
Where are they doing that at?
I forget the name of the room in there, but it's one of their rooms in the facility.
I need to
but
find out about that. I need to
it's
get
fantastic.
need to get something going down there. That
Are they,
sounds
are
fun.
they doing it at Pop's Lounge?
That's it.
Yeah.
Pop's Lounge? Yeah. Okay.
That's where we play there from time to time.
At the Big Damn Horns
Yeah.
do? Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing Theron does. He's in a band, the Big Damn Horns. And what do you do in that band there?
Bass player.
He's a bass player. That's right. He's the bass player. It's a cool band, though. They actually, as the name implies, have horns and other instruments.
And is big.
And is big.
Yeah, big horns. They're big, very big horns. Theron's
Big.
horns are big.
Big
yeah,
horns.
without a doubt.
Big horns.
Without a
Zeb,
doubt.
are you opening for Jay Leno?
No, unless he calls.
You should get in on that,
Unless he
though.
knows something I don't.
No. We're just, you should get there.
Is he coming here, Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hot Springs.
Oh, is he?
Right
Oh,
on.
at Oakland?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Okay.
Did he know? That's Jay. It
I actually have no idea who's headlining that night. So if I
could
walk
be
in
Jay.
as Jay Leno, I might crap my pants or something.
I don't know if you want to know or you
That
don't
would
want to
be
know.
cool.
All right, let me swap you out. Chad, come on back, man. Bring Chad back up here real quick. Thank you, man, Zeb. Hey, I appreciate you coming in, man. We'll have to have you back out again, but thank you, brother, for real. Yeah, and feel free to hang out, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, stick around. Come on,
Wendy's.
get back in here. Do what?
Just looking at our chats.
Okay. All right.
Sorry,
Anything going on?
I forget that the mic's right in front of me, so I talk
Yeah.
out loud to myself.
It happens sometimes. All right. Let's do this because we need to.
Listen up now, I'll tell you a story. Without a doubt, it's kinda gory. It's the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear. Lying lunched on a dumb guy's knee, or a big hard rock drowned in some honey. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? This shit ain't funny. What? This shit ain't funny. This shit ain't funny.
Well, it might be. I don't know. A Mexican actress is dead after voluntarily participating in a spiritual cleansing ritual during which she consumed poisonous Amazonian frog venom. Marcela Rodriguez, 33, took some of it as part of a spiritual cleansing that some South American natives have used. She started throwing up, had severe diarrhea. I'm glad they shared that. She first refused help while feeling ill, but eventually gave in when her friend visited her and her condition had worsened. The production company said she was a beloved colleague and friend. With deep regret, we mourn the death of our beloved colleague. So I'm guessing that there was a little too much poison. Yeah, she shat herself to death. That's a bad way to go, to be honest with you. I mean,
That stuff is no joke.
yeah, no, I don't think I want to go try any frog venom. to
I
be
did
honest
it
with you.
once.
The venom?
Mm-hmm.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did it once.
In the Amazon?
No, Hot
DMT?
Springs Village.
Like DMT.
No, it was combo, and
don't
it
know
was tree frog venom. It's probably the same stuff, but it was part of a spiritual. During COVID, I got really into some gathering type stuff.
I would like
and
to try the
it was
what is it,
Ayahuasca.
ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca.
Not ayahuasca. Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, that ayahuasca, which is DMT, I guess, is
I have
the
to
short
find my-
version of that.
I guess it's like a synthetic version. or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I have to find my photo, but yeah, there's a photo of me, and I'm all swollen up from the
What?
venom. Mhm.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great.
I didn't shit
Strip
myself
balls?
though. No,
Well,
I
that's
did
good.
not shit myself,
That's great. That's important.
or at all.
Health officials continue to monitor an outbreak of Marburg virus known as bleeding eye virus. It's sparking concerns about a potential spread worldwide. The U.S. State Department issued a travel advisory saying, hey, if you're going to Rwanda
No,
for vacation, look out.
I'm not.
Travelers may be subject to additional health screenings, but similar to Ebola, Marburg is a rare but viral hemorrhagic fever that's deadly. It has a 20 to 90% fatality rate. That's a broad spread.
About to
20 to 90.
say,
Can you narrow that down a little bit?
seriously.
Man.
The first case confirmed in September. They've had 66 cases, 15 deaths. Most of the infected people, healthcare workers. But yeah, the symptoms normally mimic the flu, but apparently you also begin to have bleeding of the eyes, nose, mouth,
Rectum.
just pretty much everywhere. Yeah,
Anal
you start
leakage.
bleeding. Yeah,
Anal leakage.
That's always one of the ensigns, anal
Always.
leakage, don't you
You
think?
know it's good stuff if anal leakage is a side effect.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh, that's that
it's a drug
good.
you want
That's
for
that
sure.
Two of 'em.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me get two.
Yeah, can I sauce my pants? Give me 2 of them.
Give me up my milligrams.
A Canadian man, and I'll see, this is a guy who really, really loves his significant other. And I have to ask you, do you love your significant other this much? A Canadian man leaped to the defense of his wife after a polar bear lunged toward her in a dramatic ambush in Ontario.
Sorry, babe.
I knew that was coming. I mean, I can't beat a bear.
I tried.
According to the Nishnawbe ASCII Police Services, the unidentified couple left their house at 5 a.m. They were met in the driveway by, quote, a feisty polar bear
I bet.
who lunged at the woman. They said the fast-moving man jumped onto the bear to prevent the attack. The woman slipped to the ground as her husband leaped onto the animal to prevent the attack. The bear then attacked him, causing serious but non-life-threatening injuries to his arm and legs. A neighbor arrived with a gun and shot the bear several times. It retreated into the woods and, of course, died. But
And then the wife divorces him a week later.
yeah, right. No, it's definitely divorced him. No, he jumped on the bear's back. Would you do that
man.
for your lady there and jump on the bear's back?
Uh-oh.
I don't know that would be in my playbook.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm just saying. What about yourself? If you were married and liked him, would you jump on the bear's back? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, most people are like,
I'm more inclined with a gun.
you know, I just had, you know,
Like,
honey, it's me or you,
Patrick,
you know.
I was running for a gun. That's
I'm
what
in
I'd
the middle
say.
of a divorce.
Yeah.
She would be like,
So-
oops.
No, you clearly wouldn't on
I
that
would be,
one.
I would be petting the bear.
Yeah, you like, yeah, try. You want some honey on it?
Again, I'm a white woman, so I know that I could make friends with that bear.
Yes,
It
of
would
course
be
you could.
fine. It would be my bestie. We would be
Yes.
wearing matching sweaters.
No, that is
going for a pup cup. I mean,
no, that all makes perfect sense. I agree with you. Yeah,
And I know.
your whiteness will prevail.
Well, I've told you about the guy that I follow. There's this guy that does videos, voiceover videos of these women, and they're white women that are coming up on bears
Oh,
and
these dumb
bobcats and
bitches.
all the wombats and
They
and
deserve
all
what
this
they
stuff.
get.
No, and they're saving them.
Yeah, of course
Nothing's
they are.
happening to him. He's like, white women ain't scared of shit, and I was like,
No, they're dumb.
they are, but not animals.
Anybody who gets out and tries to get a selfie with an elk or a bear
Oh, man.
deserves.
The bisons. Have you
Whatever
seen
the-
that?
yes.
That's hilarious, man.
Wendy, why is your husband on his own? Oh, your husband's on his own with a bear. I thought you said he was on his way.
Oh,
with
he's
a
on his
bear.
own.
I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
does he get
No.
you Christmas? Like
Look,
Christmas present?
As it said, I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you.
So what?
You
So
know?
Patrick,
Yes. Oh, I would absolutely jump on the bear's back. Are you
knew
kidding me?
that. We
Yeah.
I'd be more
that.
inclined to
No,
be the
I'm
guy
fighting
with
the
the
bear.
gun.
yeah.
I'm fighting the bear.
And that's why they're getting the divorce is because she's having an affair with the guy that had the gun because he
Exactly.
was smart.
Exactly.
Yeah, probably true. Yeah. Good guy. Speaking of good guys with a gun, a good guy with a gun took care of business against two people who tried to rob a convenience store and threatened him with a firearm in New Orleans. Well, that's pretty normal. Louisiana reported the incident happening. The store employee said that two people walked in with guns, demanded cash. The suspects, 16-year-old Cecil Batiz, 18-year-old Tioni Juarez. They obtained video footage showing they start with Batiz and Juarez walking into the store, one of them pointing a weapon in the clerk's face. The employee hands over the cash, and the gun-wielding perp saunters around the store with his partner in crime. Apparently, the clerk still felt threatened, grabbed a firearm, and opened fire on one of the suspects who fell to the floor. The employee then jumps over the counter, starts firing at the other. They were transported to a local hospital. One of them died, and the other one didn't, but he'll now be in prison. So, yeah, unfortunately, you come in swinging a gun at somebody, you could get smoked. I mean, that's just the rule of life right there. Don't be a dumbass. You know?
FAFO.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, mess around and find out. And finally, we'll do this one. A 15-year-old suspect charged with killing all but one of his family members in their Washington State lakefront home in October. His defense team recently denied accusations that they altered the crime scene, but authorities discovered the bodies of two adults, 3 kids at the house. They immediately took the 15-year-old into custody. They identified the victims, Mark Herniston, 43, Sarah, 42, the kids, Ben, 13, Josh, 9, Kate, 7. A judge prohibited the media's release of the suspect's identity, but the 11-year-old sister survived the attack. Said she closed her eyes, held her breath, and pretended to be dead. Then escaped through a fire window in her bedroom. Several members of the suspect's defense team were granted a 10-hour window to take pictures and conduct 3D scans, but last month, prosecutors alleged the evidence that the teen suspect's defense team said that they exceeded what was permitted. So they're arguing back and forth about that. But prosecutors said they documented the home before and after the defense's team, and they alleged that a bottle of Clorox wipes from the home was missing, and backpacks belonging to the victims were opened or moved. So there's some evidence issues going on here, but that's just crazy that, I mean, what's going on with a 15-year-old that, I mean, everybody?
It's the red dye 40.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think it's the red dye. I had plenty of that. No, I had plenty of it.
You had the old school red dye.
Yeah.
The 80s red
And
dye.
I
It's
did,
that new
I
shit.
snorted it. I didn't smoke it.
Well,
So
same.
that's different. You know, I never shot up the dye
Yeah, yeah.
or anything like that. Let's move on, shall we?
Manners.
Okay. Too much going on here. I don't like it. Too much going on. All right. Let's wrap the show up for the day. It's been a hell of a Monday episode, to be honest with you. Chad, what'd you learn today?
Mondays are Mondays.
That is right. Mondays are Mondays. That is the correct answer. Theron, you got the $5 crowlers today.
Yep.
So all day, they come in, get 32 ounces of beer for a $5. Is that right?
That is correct.
Any of your tap flavors?
Anything that's on tap. We've got them all the way up to 9%.
9% beer?
Yep.
They make that?
I do.
He said, I do.
Yeah, that's
Man,
the Walter White of beers, man.
Man, you are the Walter White of beers. You found a way to get it to the 99%, didn't you? I like
There
that.
you
Which
go.
beer is 9%?
Oh, we just put out our seasonal on Friday. It's Urquhart Wee Heavy.
Urquhart Wheat Heavy.
Yeah, it's a
That
Scott.
sounds very much like a name from a Chronicles of Narnia or a.
Close. It's named after a Scottish castle.
Okay.
It's a Scottish ale.
Okay.
So it's big, rich, malty, a lot of like toasted bread and roasty flavors in it.
Yeah.
It's very good on a cold day.
And will get you feeling right. It'll get you drunk.
Heck yeah.
Like Sam Jackson beer.
Yep.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. All right. What else going on? Tell them again what food you got going over there.
Yeah, we got 7 days a week now. We got Slater's Alaskan dumplings. So you got your chicken, pork, and potato. A couple of different flavorings for those.
And lots of different sauces and things they can pick from. So good food, good brew, good times.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Open at 4 o'clock during the week, noon on the weekends.
Yeah. What do you got going on this afternoon?
Well, Susan wants to know if you have gluten-free beer.
We do.
Boom.
Well,
Wow.
we have our ciders are gluten free, and we have a couple beers that are gluten reduced
There you go.
because red tape we can't call them gluten free, but they are gluten free. They just can't be called that.
Right. Because you're in a
Bureaucrats.
brewery.
It came from an ingredient that originally included gluten, so
Yeah.
it can't be called gluten free.
Right.
Got it.
But it's so gluten reduced that it's gluten free.
Yeah, it's well below the threshold.
There you go, Susan.
Take your celiac self down there and get you some beer.
Gluten-free beer and
Just messing with you, Susan.
cider.
Just messing with you. All right. So again, what are you doing today?
Nothing.
Nothing. That's
I'm
a
not
beautiful
doing
day.
shit
That is a
today.
Days are
day.
off.
Let me give you some
Yeah.
dap on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna chill. Might watch.
that
some
sounds
Harry
phenomenal.
Potter, clean the house.
All right. Which Harry Potter?
All of them.
Yeah.
Just put them on.
Just marathon
Let
it.
them roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see JT tomorrow though with my homegirl Mindy.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. I know.
Chad just saw Justin. How was that concert, Chad? Tell us about Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Let me know.
How did that go, by the way? What was that
Man.
about?
It was-
Man.
The DJ before him is awesome.
Okay.
Like it's like a rave before him. Like
Oh,
that was pretty
It was
cool.
like a party.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty
For
cool.
And
Because there
then
was no
Justin
open.
came.
Yeah, it was no opening act.
No
it was
opening,
just,
just
Because he's
DJ.
Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake,
He
right?
was like an hour and a half late too.
What a dick.
Was he really?
Oh hell
And then when
no.
he came, they were like, "JT's in the building." I'm like, "Whoa,
Don't
what the
nobody
hell?"
care now.
An hour and a half
Yeah,
late.
he was
He's
late.
not a
In
rapper.
Memphis, in Memphis, like his hometown.
hell
But he's not a
no.
I
rapper.
don't know. I guess
He probably had a court date.
Yeah,
that's
He
right.
had a drink.
That's
He had to
right.
drink before.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let me
He
ask-
had to go to a meeting.
So how many-
His sheet signed.
Where were you at in Memphis?
FedEx.
Yeah, FedEx. Forum.
Okay. And how many people does that hold?
Yeah, I know. It was sold out.
Okay.
I
So
know, but it was
are
sold out.
girls loud when they scream?
Yeah. He had
Really,
this
really,
thing-
Patrick?
He had this thing that came out over the crowd. It's like this big box, and it's like you see it the whole show, and then at the end he gets on it, and like comes out over the audience.
Yeah.
And they lost their shit when he did that.
Yeah.
It was like,
I'm going to spend
So-
time with my friend.
So, what was the song that they lost their minds over the most? Was it?
Cry Me a River.
Cry Me a River.
I knew it.
Yeah, that's
Look.
like his OG.
Man, look, I'm not gonna lie, that's a good one.
That's like his diss song, man.
Yeah, what comes around goes around. It's a little
That
better.
one too,
Yeah,
though.
oh,
They
yeah.
went crazy on
That's
that
a
one
good
too.
album.
Yeah. I probably like those better than any of the other songs.
Yeah.
I bet
wonder
you
if my
were.
baby daddy's gonna be there.
Were you
My
bumping
wife was-
sexy back
My
then?
wife is laughing at me the whole time because I'm just like, after the DJ, then I was just like, okay, all right, I
Sit down.
can go now.
You just sat there.
Yeah.
All the girls around hated you, didn't they? They're looking at you like, why
Man,
aren't you
there was
getting
this
up for
one
Justin?
girl- there was this-
Why don't you get up for
There
Justin,
was this
you little
one
bitch?
girl in front of us, and she was living her best life. Like she was there
Yeah.
by herself, and she was rocking
Oh, I
out, like
love it.
dancing, like to every song. Like
Love it.
Man, I want to be that free.
I do too. Like I envied that
too.
girl. I was like,
She is living her best
Yes,
life if
like,
she's
she
by
was
herself,
just-
just having a hell of a time,
Yeah.
doesn't even give a
rocking
damn.
all the songs, and we're way up here, and she didn't give a shit.
Why?
Like, she was just like,
Why am I so self-conscious in those
I
moments
could
where I
not have
can't
done it,
just
man.
enjoy
It's
it?
the patriarchy, Patrick.
If you could see my eyes right now, if you're only listening, it's just I can't even with her.
It is
Oh,
the patriarchy,
man.
So
boo.
Monday. It's
Should,
so
should.
Monday.
You need feminism
So
in
Monday.
your
oh
life.
no, we
Yeah,
don't.
no, that's what I need. Hey, a couple things that you do need though.
Bonus
You
hoes.
need to know number
Bonus
one, you do need those.
hoes.
But you need to know if you're looking for a roof, Titan Roofing Company is who you want to get with. TitanRoofingCompany.com. Josh and Jeremy there. They're local. It's a family-owned business. It's been around a long, long time. They're known for a couple things. Number one, they get claims approved no one else can. Number two, they give a 10-year transferable warranty. If you're selling a house and you have a roof warranty to send with it, it's going to make a huge difference in what you can make on that home. So check them out. Again, TitanRoofingCompany.com. Also, be sure and check out if you need heat and air. Get with my friends at Cabot Mechanical, David Lindsay over there. Go to CabotMechanical.com. Look, just get them to come out and do a tune-up. If you do that, at least every other year, you will extend the life of your air conditioner a great length of time. And they're not cheap to replace if you don't know. And they're very honest at Cabot Mechanical. They do a solid value. They'll take good care of you. I know David well. He's good people. You're going to love him. He's got a crazy beard. He just won the sniper competition nationwide. Yeah, he sure did. He won it for the United States. I don't remember how far, like 2.5 miles.
That's insane.
That he hit targets at. It's something insane. It's don't piss him off. Let me
No,
say that.
no.
You know, because you'll never know.
Okay.
You'll never know when that bullet's
No,
coming.
you
You won't even nobody will
just
know. You just fall.
check out.
Boop.
Yep,
Yeah.
just
Just
check out.
night. That'll be that. But that's not probably a good pitch for heat and air, is it? Sorry, Dave. I apologize. I mean,
You don't pay that bill. You better
be
watch
sure
out.
and pay up. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been a great Monday. Tomorrow we're going to have a great show for you. Got lots of things lined up. Should be an exciting day. Please continue to
Yes.
spread the news, share the word, share a video, share something. Doesn't matter where. We're on almost anywhere now. Just tell somebody to come listen, come have fun with us. And don't forget, if you want to be a guest on the show or you know somebody who does, just go to our website and fill out the form. It's really that simple. You can just come in, hang out. Why not? I mean, it's cool to do. It's a lot of fun.
Hey, let me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you think it looks fun, just wait till you're here. You know, ask Theron. See, look at his face,
Look at that
full of
face
joy
of
and
excitement,
happiness.
man.
That's exactly right. That's what you want in your life. All right. We are out of here.
Peace.